broadcasting sports. It's time for Pierre Governor Sports on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. The Pierre Governors are brought to you by Bank West, Allied Plumbing, Beck Motors, Home Care Services, Venture Communications, Vilas Pharmacy, Todd's Electric, State Farm Insurance, CHS River Plains, and Xander Auto Parts.
Coming out the timeout, Elijah Bucci with the snap. He goes left side. Down to the end zone. He's in! Touchdown, Governors! They've got the lead with 8 seconds to go.
And by Wheelhouse Auto Body, Slumberland, SD Savin, Shane's Pharmacy, Kathy Sunshine Properties, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, First Fidelity Bank, Country Carpet and Flooring, and Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping.
This will be tapped over. See if the Governors again can take advantage of Waldron set for Cronin. There's your win. In set one, 32-30. Campbell Cronin with 8 kills in the first set.
And by Wagner Auto, Sanford Clinic, the South Dakota Office of Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection, American Family Insurance Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, Envirotech, First National Bank, and Faith Lutheran Church.
As the Governors get across midfield, LaRush now with some open space, looking to send one through forward for Ahards. It comes in. Ahards, he scores! Keith Ahards from LaRush, and it's a 1-0 lead.
And by Cougar Climate Systems, River Bottom Sanitation, Rising Hope Counseling, Pizza Ranch, Olson Plumbing, Dakota Storm Roofing, Ferding Electric, James Valley Landscaping, Lamb Motors, May Adam, and First Dakota National Bank.
Sheldon will lose the ball. The Pierre Governors, they fall on it. They're going to the Dome. The Governors score with 8 seconds remaining, and they win it 14-9.
And by Oahe Federal Credit Union, Missouri River Dentistry, Cougar Contracting, Karsten Erickson Roofing, Gales Gas, Edward Jones Financial, and First United Methodist Church. And now to the booth with the call of the game and the voice of the Pierre Governors, John Winkler.
And from the campus of Black Hills State University here in beautiful Spearfish, the Pierre Governors and Spearfish Spartans meet at Lyle Hare Stadium as the Govs look for their 5th win of the year. Spearfish looking for win number 6, and a lot of playoff implications once again here between these two teams who are battling for a spot to host a first-round playoff matchup. Good evening, John Winkler with you on this Friday night. It's going to be a late night back in the capital city. We're going to get started at a usual 7 o'clock start, but it's going to be 7 o'clock Mountain Time when we get rolling. A bus issue for Pierre got them here late, which forced the game to be backing up an hour, and we will get you some football, and we will probably be one of the last games to finish here tonight to wrap up the regular season for 11B and 9-man, but having one more week and one more day of football for 11 AAA and 11A. Spearfish is coming in at 5-2. The Governors are 4-3, but Pierre is above them in the standings right now as Pierre is number 3 with the tough schedule that they have played to this point. Spearfish at 5-2, a win puts them over the Pierre Governors, a win for the Governors, and then finishing off Douglas next Thursday would keep them probably at number 3 at worst, if not if there's some other other games that finish differently than what maybe is expected, which is kind of the unexpected in 11 AA so far this year. That could lead to the Governors maybe jumping up another couple of spots, but nothing's given here tonight. This Spearfish Spartan team, they like to throw the football around. They like to run with their quarterback. They can throw to different guys. Outside of liking to run with their quarterback, that sounds like the Pierre Governors. Caleb Lounsbury doesn't run very much. He's got a total, he does have 176 yards, and he gets 5.7 yards per carry. But Carter Merrill is the main back for this Governor team, and he's got close to 500 yards. He's 8 yards shy of 500 through 4 games in the regular season. But they like to throw the football around to a lot of different guys. A total of 4 different Governors have over 150 yards receiving, and all 4 of them have at least 1 touchdown. There's 5 different guys that have a touchdown catch from Caleb Lounsbury, who's thrown for nearly 1,600 yards and most likely will be 1,600 yards by the end of the night. But this Spearfish team maybe will try and limit the Governor offense by keeping themselves on the field as long as they can. They might want to slow things down and move them methodically down the field as their starting quarterback, Thomas Hughes, has only thrown for 750 yards to this point. Hughes has run for 539, and Mick Bosch runs for 468. So they have less yards than what Pierre has, and they've won 5 games over the course of the first 7, which kind of tells you by just looking at the stats that they probably are a team that wants to maybe move the clock down, push the clock down, and then get themselves in a spot to score points. So this is a team that maybe wants to be a little bit more methodical with the football. The Governors aren't a team that moves at a fast pace, but they can score quickly. And the big explosive plays, as Coach Steele said on this morning's show, and we'll hear from him in the pregame interview, the morning show this morning, he talked about got to win the explosive plays, got to be able to have more explosive plays than they do, than what Spearfish does. And if you do that, good things will happen for the Pierre Governors. I think that's a recipe for success at all points in a football game, but knowing that if you can have more explosive plays, that you like your chances against a Spearfish Spartan team here tonight. It is senior night for them. They are awarding and honoring all those seniors for the cheerleaders and the football team before we get set for kickoff between the Governors and the Spearfish Spartans. Glad you're with us here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. 8 o'clock Central Time kickoff, so we're about 24 minutes away from getting started here this evening. We will step aside for 3 minutes. When we come back, we'll start our conversations with our coaches. We'll first talk with Coach Tom Teason of the Spearfish Spartans. That'll be coming up, and then we'll follow that with Coach Steve Steele of the Pierre Governors. Back in 3 minutes with our coaches. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR. You're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre is proud to sponsor today's game. Whether you're in the market for a brand new Ford, Lincoln, or Toyota, or a quality pre-owned vehicle, our team is here to get you back on the road in style. From tough trucks to family SUVs, we've got the selection you need and the hometown service you deserve. Browse online anytime at CapitalCityFordToyota.com. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, where community drives us forward.
Planting for next year is right around the corner, but do you know how much nutrients your crops will need? Fall soil sampling with CHS River Plains can help you look at each field's nutrient carryover, provide you with a more accurate farm plan, and allow you to take a position on those nutrients needed when you see fit. Plus, it'll make your life easier next spring when the planters are ready to roll and you don't have to wait. Contact your local CHS River Plains agronomist today, and we'll get the pickup headed your way.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisors understand this. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Governor Athletics on KCCR. Go Govs! For all your investment needs, call or stop by one of our offices to visit with your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
People helping people. Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Wahi Federal Credit Union member? At a Wahi Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at a Wahi Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do. Wahi Federal Credit Union.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
As we welcome you back to the pregame show here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Joining me is Coach Tom Teason of the Spearfish Spartans as we get set for tonight's game between Pierre and Spearfish. And Coach, you come in 5-2 on the season, final 2 games of the regular season. But before we get to that point, what's the biggest thing? What's the best thing about this Spearfish team through the first 7 games of the year?
Our fight. These guys fight to the end of games. There's no quitting them. They believe in themselves, believe in the team, and believe that we've got a chance to win any game we're in, no matter what the score is. And they play all the way through the game like that.
You're coming off of 2 wins in a row, beating Watertown, then Douglas in the month of October. Overall, let's go back to last Friday's win against Douglas real quick. Your biggest takeaway from that win against Douglas?
How prepared we were all week. We had a great week of practice. We were locked in, and then we came out and performed like it on Friday. And it was nice. We were able to get some of our young guys in, and those young guys are very talented as well. So they came in. They had been preparing all week and all season, and they had an opportunity to go, show off their work on Friday night as well.
And before we really dive deep into the Pierre Governors, they were, their win against Sturgis on Friday, 44-0. They also got some of the young guys in. So, does it feel like both teams are going to be coming in? Do you think both teams are coming in well rested, as rested as you could be? Obviously not having a bye week at any point during the season. But does it feel like both teams are going to be coming in a little bit more rested because of the wins last Friday?
I think they are. I think both teams are teams that have good depth and have luckily, not gotten too many injuries this year. So both teams look to be fairly full, fairly healthy, and ready to get after it in the game.
This Pierre Governor team at 4-3. When you watch them on film, and some games, obviously, 2 of their wins have come with some bad weather, but still getting those wins. They've had 3 losses as well. What kind of stands out to you from this Pierre Governor side that you see on film?
Well, they fight hard. They're a team that really believes in each other and themselves, and every week you can see a lot of the mental mistakes that might have gotten them early in the season and contributed to some of their losses. This time of year they really start eliminating those mistakes and cleaning up what they do and finding who they are as a team. So, each week you can look back and kind of see the progression of the quality of team they are. And that's hats off. They're great kids and they're well coached, and you can see that happen every week.
This Pierre Governor side, the fans for Pierre have been able to see this year a lot of different guys getting touches. They throw to a lot of different receivers and a lot of guys involved. This Spearfish team, your quarterback Thomas Hughes, who has thrown for nearly 800 yards. He is the leading rusher, but there's another guy, Mick Bosch, that's nearing over 500 yards. And you spread the ball out with 3 really talented receivers as well. So, maybe the offenses are going to be somewhat different, but the Spearfish team is similar, that, the Pierre fans have been able to see that Spearfish is similar on that side, that you guys have a lot of weapons that you can go to and comfortably go to throughout a game.
Absolutely. There is a lot of parity between the teams where, if you take away one thing, somebody else does a great job of stepping up. So all of our guys are ready to go, but they're also, very selfless. They do a great job of knowing maybe this is not my game to have the stats, but they contribute in other ways. Jack Coat last game, he's had games where he's had 6 receptions, 70 yards, touchdown, or I guess against Watertown. He didn't have any receptions against Watertown, but he comes in and plays on defense, has a big interception, has a big strip sack. So these guys just find ways to contribute, and they want to be great teammates along with being great players.
And then also on trying to scheme as well for a Pierre Governor team that can spread the ball around. It's one thing to say, hey, this team spreads the ball around. You have to be able to stop this, stop that. But it's another thing when your offense does that it's a lot easier probably for the kids to translate that into saying, yeah, that's exactly how we want to. It's kind of like looking in a mirror, and it's a little bit easier to then understand the defensive side of trying to be able to stop the Pierre Governor offense.
Right. It's fun because we do a good job of in practice spreading the ball around, and even like I said, our backups are really talented, so they do a good job on scout team of giving us really good looks. And I would say that our sophomore class is contributing heavily to our success this year just by giving us really good scout team looks so that we're ready to go. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting matchup because for every playmaker they have, hopefully we have one. And I think it's going to come down to who can make the last play.
One of the things, too, is you guys, obviously, the home team here tonight against the Governors, but your 2 losses on the season have been on the road. The Governors' 3 losses have been on the road. Talking with Coach Steele on Wednesday about, just in general of the game, he said, 11 AA, there's a lot of teams that are struggling to win on the road. A lot of home teams are getting the wins. That's what makes 11 AA so jumbled right now, is that winning on the road has been very difficult. Being at home against this Governor team tonight, how key is having that home field advantage, knowing that the stats are even proving and the scores are even proving that home field advantage means a lot right now?
Absolutely. When you have 2 teams that are very similar and close matchup, home field advantage is a huge thing. You don't have to be on the road. You don't have to change your schedule. You get maybe you get a call here and there that maybe you don't get on the road because of the crowd influence. And being able to go through your normal routine is huge. But I think that just really shows how evenly matched 11 AA is across the board. You look at some of the big upsets, and maybe they're not really upsets. Maybe it's just a team getting the advantage at home. And I really do think there's 9-10 teams that could win on any Friday night against any opponent in 11 AA. That's what makes high school football fun and keeps people interested. And I'm excited to see where teams end up.
As our time's starting to run out here and getting ready for this matchup between Pierre and Spearfish, final question here, Coach, is what's going to be the biggest key for Spearfish to get a win against the Governors tonight?
We've been talking about this all week. If I had to boil it down to one thing, it would be sustaining drives. We have to sustain drives. Pierre does a great job of grinding you down when they're on offense. They keep running the ball. They keep hitting their play action stuff. They keep it getting stuff to their athletes, and they're not going to make mistakes this time of year. So we have to keep our offense on the field, sustain some drives, keep their offense off the field, and keep our defense fresh.
Well, Coach, hey, appreciate the conversation. It's good talking to you. Good luck tonight. And who knows where if our paths meet again and where they might meet again, the way this season has gone and where the standings shake out. But appreciate the time and good luck tonight. We'll talk to you again soon.
Yeah, thank you.
That is head coach Tom Thiessen of the Spearfish Spartans. We'll return with more of the pregame show after this here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
Is it time for a fresh look underfoot? Tired of worn out carpets or outdated flooring? Then you need to visit Country Carpet and Flooring in Pierre. We're your local experts for every style, from plush carpets and durable laminates to elegant hardwoods and luxury vinyl. Discover hundreds of options from top name brands, all with our friendly expert service. Visit Country Carpet and Flooring at 414 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre or call us at 605-224-9297. Country Carpet and Flooring. Your floor, your style, our expertise.
Have you assessed your roof at your home or business? Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters can help. Since 2010, Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters has been helping their customers in Pierre, Fort Pierre, and all surrounding areas. With over 20 years experience, the professionals at Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters know how to get the job done. Specializing in all types of roofing, they'll make sure to find the right fit for you and your home. Give them a call at 605-280-9794 or get a free quote on their website at dakotastormroofing.com. Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters. Reliable roofing for your peace of mind.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back, the sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebind Agency, LLC, 224-6627.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention, it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
At Wheelhouse Auto Body, we believe in treating our customers and their cars like family. Our service-focused team has over 50 years combined experience in the automotive repair industry. If you have a vehicle, big or small, that needs some TLC, Wheelhouse Auto Body team is ready to take care of you. Visit Wheelhouse Auto Body at 720 North Garfield or contact us at 605-494-0436. Wheelhouse Auto Body of Pierre.
As we welcome back to the pregame show here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Joining me is Coach Steve Steele, the Pierre Governors, as they take on the Spearfish Spartans here this evening. And Coach, week 8 of the season, final Friday football game for a couple of weeks, and obviously you want 2 more Friday football games after this Friday. But tonight is a opportunity for the Governors to kind of more solidify their spot of being able to host a playoff game in week 1 of the playoffs, and it's against a good Spearfish team tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it should be a battle. They've got a lot of athleticism on the field. They've had a very successful season, so, and we've got to go on the road and find a way to get a win here tonight.
What have you seen that really stands out about the Spearfish Spartan team when you watch them on film?
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, they've got a lot of athletes on the team. They'll have a little bit of a size advantage in the trenches, but they do a good job at getting their athletes in space on the offensive side of the ball, letting them try and win. Defensively, they put a lot of athletes on the field and let them rally to the ball and make plays.
The one thing you and I were talking about on Wednesday in Coach's Corner was that playing on the road in AA, 11 AA, has been tough for everybody, not just for the Pierre Governors, not just for Spearfish or anybody else. It's been tough for everybody. So when you start a game on the road, how key is it to jump out early on Spearfish and get an early lead being on the road tonight? Yeah,
it's just the whole game becomes a little bit more important. You can't afford to lose any plays, but having a fast start is definitely important just because, you saw it a couple weeks ago, Sturgis and Yankton. The longer that Yankton allowed Sturgis to be with them, then, the belief and everything else overtook as that game went on. So, you've got to capitalize on the opportunities when they present themselves.
Last week, Friday against Sturgis, a 44-0 win, being able to get some reserves in and being able to get those starters out for a series or two. That's a big thing to be able to rest those guys and not have those guys in the last couple minutes of the fourth quarter, right?
Yeah, we haven't had a ton of opportunities for that throughout the season. So, any opportunity you can steal some reps for those guys is good, because a lot of those guys are one play away from being the guy. So, the more reps you can get them in a game, practice reps are great. They're just not the same. So getting those guys some reps was important, and getting some reps off of our starters was also important.
Caleb Lounsbury threw for 200 yards in the first half against Sturgis. Carter Merrill ran for over 100 yards. Shufflebind had over 100 yards receiving. All these guys that had such a tremendous offensive output and a great offensive game last Friday. How does that translate into making sure that goes again tonight and how do you make sure that happens against a Spearfish defense that maybe presents a little bit of a different look than what Sturgis has?
Yeah, it's definitely a different look that we'll see here tonight. But, the most important piece is that, whoever's opportunity it is makes the play. And that's what's been so fun to watch these last few weeks offensively is just, when it's Carter's Scheffelbein's turn. They're both Carter, I guess. He's gone and he's made the play. When it's been Merrill's turn, he's gone and made the play. When it's been Cooper's turn, he's made the play. Jaron and Dilgis have both made plays. Caleb's done a great job distributing the football. And I think that's just the most important piece. We really strive for balance within our offensive system. And, when we're able to get 100 receiving and 100 rusher, that's a really good stat to be able to have to just continually have that balance and threat of running or passing.
Defensively against the Spearfish offense, what are you looking at for this defense to be able to, again, obviously you'd love to pitch another shutout, but knowing that it's not always going to be the case, what does the defense need to do to limit the Spearfish Spartans on offense? Yeah, their quarterback's very mobile. He's extremely athletic, probably their best athlete. So being able to make sure that we've always got eyes on him. Especially in the passing game, we can't get so locked up on our man and coverage that, we're forgetting about the man with the football. So, D-line be a very important week for them to make sure they're containing and keeping him, at least corralled a little bit, to not let him get loose because he really does thrive, improvising within the pocket. And, if we can do that and just limit their big plays, then, hopefully it's another successful day on that side. Going into tonight, biggest key here for the Pierre Governors to get a win against the Spartans.
Yeah, we've got to win the explosive battle. Both offenses have the ability to have explosive plays and, hit quick strikes. We've got to make sure we're winning that battle here tonight.
Coach, appreciate the time as always. We'll talk to you in the postgame show.
Thanks, John.
That is head coach Steve Steele of the Pierre Governors. We will be back with more of the pregame show after this here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
For over 60 years, Ferding Electric has been powering homes and businesses across central South Dakota. When you need reliable electrical service, trust the experts with decades of experience. Whether it's a simple residential repair, a complex commercial installation, or even electrical work on your farm, Ferding Electric has you covered. And if you're tired of searching everywhere for that hard-to-find bulb, Ferding Electric carries a wide selection of bulbs, including those hard-to-find fluorescent and specialty options. Visit us at 2903 East Elizabeth Street or call today, 605-224-8684. Venture Communications has deep roots in rural South Dakota. Venture now proudly provides fiber to the home with 100% of our customers, enabling them to enjoy super fast and reliable internet connections. We'd like the opportunity to keep you in touch with the people and resources that matter most. 100% fiber and 100% committed to rural South Dakota. Call Venture Communications today at 605-852-2224, 605-852-2224, or online at venturecom.net.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health care is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner, they will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help.
As we welcome you back, we are ready to go for football here this evening as the Pierre Governors and the Spearfish Spartans getting set for a kickoff here at Lyle Harris Stadium as the Governors will receive the opening kick as the Spartans won the toss and elected to defer. So Pierre will start with the football here this evening, and this offense can go to work right away. as it is the Governors and the Spearfish Spartans from Black Hills State University. 5-2 Spartans, 4-3 Governors, as Carter Shufflebine, along with also going to be Shufflebine and Porter Hunsley back deep. And the kicker, Sam Marcus, ready to kick this one away to get us rolling here this evening. As we are ready to go, Marcus with a kick all the way back towards the end zone. It'll bounce. Jaron Deal will let it continue to bounce and it'll roll its way out of bounds. And the Governors will get good field position here to open up their first possession, as the flag will come flying out and the Governors will get it in good range, as Caleb Lounsbury will be the man to lead the offense out of the field, as he has thrown for 1,500 yards, 15 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 100 completions, 157 attempts. Well, they're going to re-kick, so they will force them to re-kick again, so Governors won't get the ball quite yet. They'll back them up 5 yards. Pierce thinking that maybe they see something on film of their kick return game or the kickoff coverage for Spearfish, and so the Governors saying, hey, let's go ahead and force them to kick again. They'll start at the 35-yard line. Will be kicking off. Again, this is KCCR Pierre, Riverfront Broadcasting Station. John Wickler with you on a getting to be late Friday night already for kickoff. An hour delay because of a bus issue for the Governors. And Sam Marcus here for Spearfish re-teeing up. Just a little bit longer to get that kickoff and the clock to start rolling. As Marcus will kick this one away. Another bouncing ball. It will roll its way towards the end line and it will roll out of bounds again. And will the Governors make them kick another time for the 30-yard line? At some point, they're going to be at a spot where they're going to have to kick off, and Deal can just pick up the ball before it goes out of bounds and get better field position than a kick out of bounds would be on the call. I think they're all lining up like they're going to go for it, and they're going to kick it again. Waiting for the official to tell us again, but he hasn't made any kind of announcement. Well, the Governors are going to accept the penalty now and take the field position.
Kick out of bounds on the Spartans.
So the Governors will start at the 40-yard line.
The 40-yard line.
And for their first drive, Carter Merrill with nearly 500 yards rushing. He will break that easily here in this game, as he's got 492 to start this contest. In his 4 games he has played, Lounsbury will be the quarterback. 2 receivers here near side. Cooper Twilliger will go to that near side of the line. Carter Merrill in the backfield, pistol formation. 3 down linemen for Spearfish. They will pump fake for Lounsbury. He's going to be flush in the pocket. He's rolling down the field. He'll throw, and at the sideline, it's going to be incomplete. Carter Shufflebine trying to keep his feet in bounds, and it does fall incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10. The first play of the ball game. 7 seconds into this ball game. 2nd down and 10 from the Governor 40-yard line to open up this game. 2 receivers here near side for the Governors. That's Dilgis and Shufflebine. And there's going to be a handoff for Merrill trying to go up the middle. He's met the line and he is pushed backwards. It'll be maybe a loss of 1. It will be a loss of 1, and it's 3rd down. But they're going to spot him right at the line of scrimmage. So no gain for Merrill, and it's 3rd down and long here for the Governors. Lathan Lucas on the tackle. That defensive front of Skylar Bryant, Asher Peel, and Easton Walters made way for Lathan Lucas, the linebacker, along with Brock Lewis, Sam Marcus, and Jack Collette, the 4 linebackers, a 3-4 defense here for Spearfish. So they're showing pressure. Rolling to the right is Lounsbury, looking to pass. Steps up, throws, Shufflebine. That's going to be incomplete, and it will bring up 4th down. Not the start the Governors are open to have on their first possession. It'll be a 3 and out, and they will punt the ball away with 11:10 to go here in the first quarter. So Pierre's first possession goes just 50 seconds. They will punt it away, and Spearfish will have an opportunity to strike first. And we mentioned it in the pregame show and mentioned it talking about it in the first break. It's hard to win on the road at 11 AA. Other years, those top teams just won football games. Now the top teams are struggling to win, as that one will be a flag. It will be a roughing the punter. It was a fair catch that was caught at the 22-yard line, but we'll see. Is it a 5-yard penalty that will push the Governors? It'll be just a 5-yard penalty. And they're going to put it at the end of the kick to push them back out to the 17-yard line. Looks like that's probably what it's going to be. It's just running into the punter, not roughing the punter. And the first possession will start with 11:03 to go for Spearfish, but they should be back to the 17-yard line. So Spearfish and their quarterback, Thomas Hughes, he's 64% completion, right around the same percentage as Caleb Lounsbury. 755 yards, though. It's about 800 yards less than Lounsbury. 10 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, but Hughes does run the football quite a bit. He is their leading rusher with 539 yards. Mick Bosch, who will be in the backfield to open up this first play. Those are the two main runners for the Spartans, as Hughes will have maybe more of a broken play. He's going to try and pick up some yards. He's not going to get much of anything, as the Governors are able to run him down. Sam Larson got in on the tackle, and they got out to the 17, so no gain on first down on the Hughes run. That's going to be the biggest thing, is containing those running game for Spearfish. They will run down the clock. Would think they would run down the clock, and they'd take over half the play clock, as Hughes will look to pass here as he's going to roll. Now he'll dump it off, bobbled, and the catch is made by Vervruska. Cade Vervruska made a tough catch as he was thrown down by Terwilliger. Turned into a gain of just 2 on the first completion of the ball game, and it's going to be 3rd down and long, 3rd and 8 from the 19-yard line. They're going to get to the Governor, or to their own 27-yard line. Jack Collette, Carson Sire, Cade Vervruska, the 3 starting wide receivers. Mick Bosch and Lathan Lucas are the 2 running backs, although Bosch is the one that usually runs the football. Play action, they'll throw it over the middle, the catch is made, and there goes Vervruska down the sideline to the 40 to the 35. He's pushing out of bounds at around the Governor 33-yard line. A little bit of a broken play, but a fantastic job by Vervruska to get space as he gets to the 31-yard line, turns into a gain of 50, and it's 1st and 10 on 2 big throws and catches. That big one to Vervruska. Just a crossing route that got everybody mixed up for the Governors, and it turns into a massive play for the Spartans to get into Governor territory with 10:15 to go, 10:16 to go here in the first quarter. From the 31, Hughes looking for a screen pass. A throw, it's going to be dropped by Lucas. They were trying to get it to Lathan Lucas, and they had the screenplay that they wanted, but Lucas drops the pass, and it's 2nd down and 10 from the 31. Gain of 50 yards on that 3rd down and 8. That's an explosive plays. Coach Steele talks about it. You got to win the explosive plays battle. Right now it's 1-0 for Spearfish, and why they're sitting in a good spot in 4-down territory right now. Vervruska will go in motion here on the near side part of the line. Handoff will be to Bosch. Mick Bosch, he got to the 30. He's wrapped up by 5 Governors. It'll be 3rd down and long again, maybe a gain of 2. Will Eiler's the one making the tackle. And Bosch got those 2 yards on his first rush of the ball game.
Gain of 3 brings up 3rd down and 7.
Well, they say a gain of 3, now it's only a gain of 2. It's 3rd down and 8 from the 29-yard line. They have to get to the 21 of the Governors. 3 receivers here near side. Vervruska goes in motion again. Hughes, the quarterback, shotgun formation. They will go play action. Throw it here near side for Lucas. He will get a block. He's going to 1st down as he's inside the 20 to around the 16, 17-yard line. gain of 12, and it's a first down for Spearfish. Lathan Lucas makes the catch. Governors are able to run him out of bounds. 9:29 remaining here in the first quarter. 1st and 10 from now the 17. In the red zone for the first time tonight for Spearfish. No score. The American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. Two receivers out far side. Shotgun formation. Play clock is down to 5, but the clock is stopped. 9:29 to go. This will be a handoff. This will be Bosch going up the middle. He got through the first initial tackler, and then Bosch was able to get to around the 12, a gain of 5. And Larson on another tackle. When it's 2nd down and 5 from now the 12-yard line. Nick Bosch, who has got the most carries on the team, 468 yards on the ground, used effectively for the Spearfish team. Hughes looking to pass. He'll throw towards the end zone. It's going to fall incomplete right at the goal line as he was looking to get to maybe his Sire was the intended receiver. Sutton Sonnenschein was the one that was able to break it up. And it brings up 3rd down and 5 now from the 12-yard line. They have to get to the 7-yard line of the Governors. They pick up one more first down before they have to get to the end zone. And then, Sam Marcus, one that's going to kick field goals from this spot, or is it 4-down territory? Governors are looking to show pressure. It'll be Hughes that will keep it. Bouncing out left side. Hughes to the 10, to the 5, diving for the pylon. The pylon was hit, and it is a touchdown. It is a touchdown for Spearfish. Hughes will get in with 8:46 to go here in the first quarter. And just the second run turns into a 12-yard touchdown run. And Spearfish will take the early lead. 6-0 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. Marcus on for the extra point, and the kick is away, and it's going to go right through the upright. 7-0. Spearfish has the early lead over the Pierre Governors with 8:46 to go here in the first quarter. Back in 30 seconds. You listen to Pierre Governor football on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
As we welcome you back, it is the Pierre Governors trailing on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard to the Spearfish Spartans 7-0, as it was a 9-play, 83-yard drive and a 12-yard touchdown run for Thomas Hughes to give the lead to the Spearfish Spartans with 8:46 remaining here in quarter number 1. Spearfish strikes first, and the Governors will have to try and get something moving. They went 3 and out, did not gain a yard. 0 for 2 passing for Lounsbury, no yards rushing on the one attempt for Carter Merrill. As Marcus will kick this one away, and it'll be a high kick up in the air for Shufflebine, who bobbles it, picks it up at around the 15. He's out to the 25, and will be down around the 28-yard line. Early sluggish start here for the Governors. As they'll get it down, they'll spot him at the 29-yard line, where Pierre will have its second drive. So they want to establish the run a little bit, try to establish the run here on this first down play for the Governors, with 8:39 remaining here in quarter number 1. Got to get that offense moving. No yards offensively. 83-yard drive for Spearfish. They had 2 different third down conversions on that drive. This will be a toss left side for Merrill. He's going to try and cut it back. He's going to get a few positive yards, and a good job by Carter Merrill to end up getting 5 yards on that run, because he was first initially hit behind the line of scrimmage. But that's a big run for Carter Merrill, and that offense finally has some positive yards to make it 2nd down and 5. They're just shy of the 35-yard line with 8:10 remaining here in the first quarter. Spearfish leading 7-0 on American Family Insurance. Brittany Shufflebein scoreboard. 2 receivers here near side. Pistol formation. Merrill in the backfield. He'll get the handoff as he'll try and cut it left side. He's able to slip by the first initial tackler, but he is brought down in his 3rd down and short now for the Governors. As the stop was made by number 66, Alex Cudmore. And a gain of 4 to make it 3rd down and 1 from the 38-yard line. Merrill still in the backfield, pistol formation, and Spearfish will jump, and that should give the Governors the 1st down, and it will be the first penalty against Spearfish.
Offside on Spearfish.
Referee didn't end up.
First down and 10 for the Governors.
There we go. Oh, he didn't turn the mic on anyway. So it is the first penalty of the ball game for either side. Well, technically it's the 3rd penalty for Spearfish, but only the second one that was accepted, and the other one doesn't really necessarily bring any yards to it. The throw here for Shufflebein on 1st down. Catch will be made. He got out to the flat, and he was able to get out of bounds around the 50-yard line. So the Governors will get to about a gain of 7. And it's the first completion of the ball game for the Governors, and Shufflebein will make the catch. He leads the team, and he's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving. He is going to reach the 800 mark in yards here in this game. He's only got 9 left before he gets to that point. And he's going to eventually get to 1,000 yards here this season, as the junior has been the favorite target for Caleb Lounsbury. 2nd down and 3 from exactly the 50-yard line. 7:24 to go here in the opening quarter. Lounsbury looking to pass, throws down the middle. There is Shufflebein, and it's just out and off of his hands. Nearly caught and would have been a touchdown. Shufflebein got behind the defense. Caught was the one in coverage, and he just can't quite complete that pass. And that was one that, being 2nd down and 3, you felt like you could take a shot, because you've got, as long as there's no negative play, you're probably going to go 4-down territory. So if you don't pick up 3 yards, maybe pick up 1 or 2, you're in a spot where you're probably going to still go for it. So a really, smart decision for a chunk play on 2nd down and 3, and it'll be a handoff here for Merrill. Up the middle, bounces out left side. He's got enough for a 1st down as he's stood up at the 46-yard line in Spearfish territory. So the Governors officially cross midfield, and it'll bring up 1st down and a gain of 4 for Carter Merrill. The Governors have picked up 20 total yards here on this drive. 7:11 to go here in the 1st quarter, and Pierce got it at the Spearfish 46-yard line. So after a 3 and outs, Governors are now in a spot. They're going to try and put themselves into the end zone, get some points on the board, and get this game tied up. Lounsbury will throw. Cooper Twilliger's got the catch. Fumbles the football, and will Spearfish jump on it, or was he out of bounds? He was not out of bounds when he dove on the ball. Twilliger fumbles the football, and Spearfish will cover it up. And a turnover for the Governors. Turns into a gain of 3 on the catch for Terwilliger, but a fumble. And it's now another turnover. Governors haven't lost a whole lot of fumbles to this point, but Spearfish all of a sudden quickly takes over at their own 42-yard line with 6:46 to go here in the 1st quarter. Handoff here for Bosch. He will slide down. It ends up being a tackle for Hudson Schaefer, but he was sliding down, so it turns into a gain of 5 for Mick Bosch. And it's a 2nd down and 5 from the 47-yard line here as the game clock reaches about halfway point of this 1st quarter. 7-0 lead for Spearfish. They've had just one. There's a false start penalty. That will get to Collette. That saw the clap and didn't wait for another second to start ticking off, and he'll be one that's charged for the false start penalty. and it brings it back to second down and 10. So those 5 yards are quickly off the board. Second penalty against Spearfish, offensively, defensively. That's not special teams. Mick Bosch, 12 yards so far on 3 carries, 12 yards on 2 carries for Thomas Hughes. As there's a handoff for Bosch, right back up the middle. He's going to get just shy of the 50-yard line as he was met by the Governors. Porter Hunsley and Sutton Sunshine were able to first meet him. And it'll bring up 3rd down and short here. A gain of 7 to make it 3rd down and 3.
7 brings up 3rd down and 3.
3rd and 3 for the 49. Vervruska will move over to that far side. Hughes will throw it out to Vervruska, who makes the catch. He's out and still free, and he'll get inside the 35 to the 30-yard line. A gain of 21 on 3rd down and 3, and Spearfish is right back attacking again. They're going to spot him at the 29, a gain of 32. This will be 22. Vervruska has now got 74 yards of the 86 that have been thrown so far for Thomas Hughes. 5:10 remaining here in the first quarter. Bosch, it'll be Hughes that will keep it. Hughes will turn. He will try and move up the field. He'll get a gain of about 1 or 2. 2nd down and long here for Spearfish. They spot him at the 28, so a gain of just 1. 2nd and 9 here for Spearfish at the Governor 28-yard line. A lot of chunk plays. Vervruska has picked up 50 yards and another 22 yards on 2 of his 3 catches. Here is Hughes that will throw. That will be missing, and it will fall incomplete as he was looking to go to Vervruska. As Hughes is now 4 of 7 for 86 yards. 118 yards of offense right now here in the first quarter for Spearfish. .434 remaining here in the first quarter. 3rd down and 8 from the, just make that 3rd down and 9 from the 29-yard line. This will be Hughes on a keeper, moves right up the middle. He's going to get to around the 20-yard line. Picked up 7 yards, and it's going to be 4th down and 2. 4th and 2 now for Spearfish. You got to think the way this offense has gone so far, they're going to go for it. 4:10 remaining in the first quarter. They're trying to take a 2-touchdown lead over the Governors. Bosch and Lucas in the backfield. Shotgun formation. They'll hand it off to Bosch. He got to the 20-yard line, but he's pushed back. Turnover on downs, and the Governor offense will take over. A big stand for the Governor defense. No gain on that 4th down run for Mick Bosch, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
1st down and 10 for Pierre.
Big play for the Governors. And with 3:53 to go, Pierre will take over at their own 21-yard line. Make that the 22-yard line, looks like. So 3:53 remaining here in quarter number 1. See what now this Governor offense after a fumble last time out. Lounsbury's rolling to his right, still rolling, throws it out to no one is there. It will fall incomplete. He was well outside of the tackle box. And that will be just an incomplete pass, 2nd down and 10. Lounsbury so far 2 of 6 for just 10 yards. Governor offense just 23 yards in total. 3:46 to go here in the first quarter. 2nd and 10 from the 21-yard line. That's where they officially have it spotted. 2 receivers here near side. Pistol formation. On 2nd down, rolling to the right is Lounsbury. Now he'll throw, and it's going to be short of Scheffelbein. And it's now 3rd down and 10 here for the Governors on back-to-back incompletions. Well, this Governor offense was so efficient last Friday against Sturgis, and all the guys we're talking about, we got to keep this up. Got to keep this up. And now to start this game obviously is not kept up from the last game, but you're still 3:41 to go in the first quarter. A chance to, obviously you want to still score the possession, but a chance to regroup and get the offense going, because we know this Governor offense can get going. Here's a throw to the flat, and Carter Merrill makes the catch, and he will get a first down. A pickup of 11 yards on 3rd down and 10. A great job just dump it over in the flats, and Merrill's able to get his first catch. Picked up 11 yards out to the 32, and it's 1st and 10 for the Governors.
32-yard line.
As they get to the 32, that's a big 3rd down conversion here for the Governors, who felt like on their their 3rd possession, 2nd time in 3 possessions, that they were going to go 3 and out without picking up any yards. But now with 3:35 to go, Pierre's got the offense and the chains moved once. Can they continue to move down the field on their own 32-yard line? Handoff for Merrill. Slips to the first tackler as he got free in the backfield. Merrill will get to the 35, picks up a gain of 3. Maybe the ball came out late as Merrill hurts. And he's got his helmet off. And is that Merrill right now? Oh, no, that's not a good. That is not good at all for Carter Merrill. I think that's. We got another Governor down right now as well. This is number 74, Tucker Otts. Merrill's got his helmet off and looking on the field, probably does not look good for Carter Merrill right now. Obviously, we're not going to speculate on the injury for Merrill, but the trainers quickly got out to the field. Sam Nas was there quickly, and I believe they call for a little extra help and maybe some assistance here for Carter Merrill. We're going to take a break. We're going to step aside for a minute, come back. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
You've changed thousands of diapers, cut hundreds of cross, and played hours of peekaboo and duck duck gray duck because you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Carrie Bauman will help make it easy and affordable to help protect your family no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Carrie Bauman in Pierre today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hello, friends. This is Pastor Sam at Faith Lutheran Church. We have many blessings to give thanks. A beautiful city on the river, helpful and encouraging friends and neighbors, and of course, our peer athletes. They're the reason for us being here, so let's help them out. I will be praying for our athletes throughout this season. I encourage you to join me in praying for their health and safety as well as their success, both on the field and in the classroom.
We're Faith Lutheran and we are glad you're here.
We welcome you back here. The card is out for Carter Merrill, who I believe that is who is on the ground right now as they are working on his right leg. And unfortunately for Merrill, you just hope that it's not what you think it might be. But I think for the governor. For the Governors right now, it's not going to be something that Merrill will be able to return in this game. And Pierre will have to probably not see him for, again, I don't want to speculate, don't want to just say that it's for sure going to be the case, but this is more of it looks like a season-ending injury for Carter Merrill, and you just hope that he's able to, they're putting him on a back brace, but it's not necessarily his back or anything like that, but I think just where they're at, it will be easier to get him up and lifted into the golf cart because it looks like it's a right leg injury for Carter Merrill. And now for Pierre and this Governor team, it's not a good sight for anybody that was obviously everybody kind of moved away pretty quickly because they understood what was going on with the situation that, again, don't know for sure, but it didn't look good from where we're sitting at, and why I moved the camera over there. Just I with the injury, don't want to put that on YouTube at KCCR Sports. But this Governor team, obviously, it's something that no team wants to go and deal with at any point. Or whether it's an opponent or a teammate, but the Governor teammates are the ones that know Carter Merrill really well, and that's not, that's a big hit to the Governor team and to the friends and teammates, all the sort. That now Pierre has to regroup and rally here once they get back to playing football, because they will have to go without their man Carter Merrill, who has had an excellent season in the games that he has been able to play in. Again, but they will have to take him, I believe, just want to make sure that, I believe for sure that it is Merrill that is down. He was the one that ended up getting, the referee had signaled that the ball was down, that he was down before the ball came out. And then he was the one laying there on the ground whenever the pile got away from Merrill. There's 3:19 left to go here in the first quarter. And Pierre will have second down coming up. I believe we did not give Merrill the credit. Yeah, it was a gain of 3 on the run. And it's second down and 7 when they get back to playing football here this evening. The golf cart, the trainer cart going off the field. They've got a brace on that right leg. And so Kea Ducheneau will now be the guy in the backfield. And he was the starter for the first 3 games of the season. He had 294 yards to this point. He's averaging 5.1 yards per carry, 1 touchdown. He's still a very, very talented back. In those 3 starts, he comes in now as the backup, but is very much easy to go for a side. Here's a wide open throw near side. It will be incomplete. They went to Dilgis, had a chance to maybe go for Jared Deal. That's where I thought initially where that ball was going to go. Lounsbury overthrows Dilgis, and it falls incomplete, and it's now 3rd down and 7 here for the Governors, with 3:13 remaining here in the first quarter. And Pierre will be without Ducheneau without Merrill. Ducheneau goes off, and they will put Hudson Stosher in. So they will go with a 5-wide set on 3rd down and 7. Here for the Governors at their own 35. Lounsbury drops back to pass, looking. Now he'll throw down the field. It's going to be intercepted. Vervruska will get the interception. He's out to the 30, to the 25 where he's out of bounds. And it'll be near the red zone. And an interception against the Governors. And another turnover. Second turnover in 3 drives for the Governors. That one ends with 3:03 remaining here in the first quarter. And now starting at the 23-yard line. And Spearfish has a chance to go up by 2 scores here late in this first quarter. From the 23-yard line, short field to work with as Mick Bosch will get the handoff. Coming near side, he's able to keep it inbounds for a moment. Then he is driven out of bounds as he got inside the 20 to around the 18-yard line. Sun and shine, Sam Larson, Will Eilers all over there to try and make the tackle for the Governors. Down to the 18, picked up 5 yards for Mick Bosch, who has run the ball 6 times in this quarter for 24 yards. 130 yards in this first quarter right now for Spearfish, with 2:56 to go here in the first quarter. This throw near side, the catch will be made. Bosch makes the catch. He steps out of bounds, and it'll be at the 16-yard line. picked up a couple. And it's third down. Let's see, are they going to be spot them at the 16? So it ends up being a gain of 2. And it's third down for Spearfish.
Brings up third down and 3.
So Mick Bosch gets his first catch. He's not used in the pass game very often, as that was only his second reception all season. But it's third down and 3 now for Spearfish. Play clock will expire with 2:48 to go, and timeout will be called by Spearfish. 2:48 remaining. So we'll recap here, and again, we don't want to speculate, but they had a makeshift brace on the leg of Carter Merrill, and until we hear officially what the injury is for Merrill, you can expect it's a game-ending injury, and you just hope that it's not a season-ending injury. But that's more of a feeling like it's a major wish right now that probably isn't going to come true, because Merrill has been such a spark plug for this team from last year into this year. When he took over as a running back spot, earned his right to continue to play at that running back spot after the Governors went to Merrill in the Brookings game last year, and he was dominant in the second half, got nearly 100 yards rushing in that second half, and then he turned out to be vital in that Governor run to the state championship, and was vital in the Governors here to start this after he came back and played after not starting and playing the first 3 games. As here's a handoff for Bosch on third down. They're not going to get the first down. A flag will come flying in. It's a hold. Going to be a hold against Spearfish. It'll be fourth down and 2 if the Governors don't accept it. But I think they're going to push him back and make it third down and long instead of fourth and short. And so the referee, I believe, everybody is moving back already. So the third penalty against Spearfish pushes them back to make it third down and long.
10-yard penalty. Brings up third down and 13.
Third and 13. 2 receivers here on the near side. Shotgun formation here for Hughes. Play action will throw. That ball is tipped up in the air and it will fall incomplete. Great job by Cooper Twilliger getting the backfield. Got up in the air in that long arms of Cooper Twilliger standing at 6'6". Forces fourth down. And 4th and 13 from the Governor 26-yard line, 27-yard line. Kind of at no man's land. It's a long field goal attempt. You're too close to punt the ball away, so Spearfish is going to go for it. 4th and 13 from the 26-yard line with 2:37 to go. Rolling to the right side for Hughes, looking to throw down the field, looking for the end zone. One-handed catch for a touchdown by Vavruska. An unbelievable grab on 4th and 13. And Cade Vavruska makes it 13-0 here for Spearfish, as Vavruska catches it from 26 yards out. And another chunk play. And Thomas Hughes and Cade Vavruska have been an unbelievable pair so far in this football game. Sam Marcus on for the extra points. Catches up, the kick is up, and it is good. 14-0 lead for Spearfish over Pierre with 2:30 to go in the first quarter. Back in 30 seconds here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Did you know it is important for your child to see the dentist at the time their first tooth erupt? A healthy smile begins at birth, and there are many variables, from healthy eating habits to good oral hygiene and routine dental care. Hi, I am Dr. Michelle Hofer. At Missouri River Dentistry, we enjoy working with people of all ages. Dentistry is our profession, but people are our focus. I invite families to come experience an office that uses the latest techniques and equipment to be sure you receive that healthy and happy smile. To schedule your appointments for your family, call us at 223-2021. Kids love us, parents trust us.
So it is a 4-play drive that is officially a 23-yard drive, because that's where they got the ball initially. It was a 26-yard throw and catch from Thomas Hughes to Cade Vavruska, making a one-handed grab of the end zone with all kinds of pressure. Porter Hunsley can't get any better defensive pressure. There was no flag thrown. It was clean defense by Porter Hunsley, and you say you do that 99 times out of 100, it's an incomplete pass. No flag, no touchdown. Just that one time turns into a touchdown. That's when you tip your cap to Vervruska making that catch and tell Porter Hunsley that was the defense. That was exactly what you need to do. It was clean defense to try and force an incompletion. As Marcus will tee this one up and kick this away, it'll be a kick all the way to the end zone. It'll be a touchback. As Marcus, who struggled in the first two kicks to open up the game, has pushed it all the way now to a touchback, getting the ball in the end zone on the fly. So it's 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line here for the Governors with 2:30 remaining. So Pierre will take over at their own 20-yard line. A punt, fumble, and interception so far. And it is Caleb Lounsbury, who is 3 of 10 to this point. Lounsbury looking to pass, throws over the middle, diving for it is Shufflebine, but can't make the catch. And it's 2nd down and 10. Here for the Governors from their own 20-yard line. They're really looking just to try and, this is a long first quarter. 2:24 remaining still in the first quarter. And Pierre has got a 5-wide set from the 20-yard line. We've had first quarter, we've almost been at halftime before on games at this time. Here's a throw to the flat. The catch is going to be made as falling to the ground. I believe that was Jared Deal that made the catch. That made that Shufflebine. They'll call a gain of 5, and it's 3rd and 5. Shufflebine's second catch. 4 of 12 right now here for Lounsbury. 3rd down and 5 from the 25-yard line. Got to get to the 30 here with 1:50 to go in the first quarter. Play clock is down to 10. 3 receivers here near side. Empty backfield, a 5 wide receiver set from the shotgun. Lounsbury looking to pass. He'll throw. It's intercepted again, and to the end zone will be Lucas. Lounsbury trying to make the tackle, but Lucas will get into the end zone for a touchdown, and Spearfish has a pick 6, and it's a 20-0 lead for the Spartans here in the first quarter. Second interception thrown by Lounsbury, and a pick 6. Let's turn this into a near it is a 3-touchdown game, but a near 21-point lead for Spearfish. As Sam Marcus will kick the extra point. That is going to be up and good. 21-0 for Spearfish here in the first quarter with 1:35 remaining here in the first. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. You'll find a great selection of quality new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep vehicles, plus a great selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take good care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and body shop, along with a friendly financing team that'll do their best to get you into your next new or pre-owned vehicle with financing that fits your budget. Wagner Auto is your local family-owned full-service dealership in Pierre. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
So the Pierre Governors find themselves down by 3 touchdowns here in the first quarter, 21-0 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. Pierre's got a total of 42 yards here in this first half. In this first quarter. And have given up now a defensive score at 158 yards. They've gotten a turnover, they punted the ball in the first possession, fumbled to give Spearfish the ball at the 42-yard line. Then an interception to give Spearfish the ball at the Governor 23. And then the pick 6 on another 3-play drive. And the Governors have got to find something, got to reset here. There's still a long football game to go. A lot of time remaining in this football game with 1:35 to go just in the first quarter. And one score and a stop can turn things around right from the 1 yard line, as it'll be out to the 15 to the 20, 25 to the 30, 35, as it'll get out to around the 43 yard line. And a great return from Jaron Deal to get out to the Governor 43, and Pierce got good field position, their best of the night, to try and start to climb back. Governors were down to 21-0 to Yankton a couple weeks ago and stormed all the way back, got it tied up 28-28. Obviously, they end up losing 35-28, but a 3-touchdown lead for one team is not going to put themselves as Jaron Deal will be the quarterback right now. Lounsbury will split out wide as the receiver here on the near side. Will they have a design run, or are they going to end up running a play here? Play clock down to 2. Deal will drop back to pass, looking to pass. Now he's rolling to his right, still looking. Deal will throw. It's going to be short of Scheffelbein, and it falls incomplete. So an incomplete pass for Jaron Deal on his first pass attempt of the ball game. 2nd down and 10 from, well, he spotted the 44-yard line. It said 43, but it's the 44. With 1:16 remaining here in the first quarter. Boy, this has been a long first quarter between these two teams. We're almost an hour into this ball game, 45 minutes from kickoff, and we haven't reached the end of the first quarter. 2 receivers here near his side. Deal will be a design run up the middle. He gets to the 50, and then he got hit hard. He got to the 49-yard line in Spearfish, so he picked up 7 yards to make it 3rd down and 2. So Jaron Deal's first run goes for 7. Third down and 2. It was a gain of 8. They just bottom at the 48-yard line. Lounsbury is back as the make that Deal still the quarterback. Got his gloves off, and he will run for the first down as he'll pick up 4 yards, get the first down, and the Governors have gone a little wildcat right now just to maybe reset their offense a little bit. Deal continues to be the man taking the snaps. So Lounsbury now, well, he's going to split out wide here to the far side. Scheffelbein is a lone receiver. Hudson Stosher is one of those receivers as well. Deal will look to pass. He'll throw near side. Catch is made by Scheffelbein. Able to make one tackler miss, and then nearly a horse collar tackle. But Scheffelbein will get enough for a first down. Ends up picking up 12. We'll give him a fully 11 yards on the first completion for Jaron Deal. 11 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Spearfish leading 21-0 in the American Family Insurance Brittany Scheffelbein scoreboard. Lounsbury still split out as a receiver, but Deal has been the one taking the snaps. There's a big hole in the right side. Deal will pick it up, and he's got himself another first down. The Governors are finally getting a chance to threaten here with 2 seconds to go. We've got another injured Governor right now, as it ends up being a gain of 11 for a Deal on his third rush. And it was holding the back, one of the Governors. I believe Max Bogenhagen is the one that might be down. And again, it saw number 60, but we got to make sure before we confirm that it's Max Bogenhagen. Could be in the couple of 60s on the roster. Sam Nods, credit to, as he will get up, and it'll be number 69, for the Governors, and Colton Cass. And he's able to walk off under his own power after a gain of 11 from Jaron Deal. So, well, I don't know if the clock will start before the snap, because that would take us to the end of the first quarter if it does. And they will run the clock, and that will take us to the end of the first quarter. So it will be a 21-0 lead for Spearfish to start the second quarter. The Governors have work in front of them, but they are driving right now as they're just outside of the red zone. Back in a minute with the start of the second. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Are you building a new home or remodeling the old? Adding a fireplace can make a house a home. Olson Plumbing in Pierre carries a full line of Heatolator fireplaces. Whether your taste is traditional or contemporary, Olson Plumbing has a great selection of Heatolator fireplaces that will fit any style. Whether you're building new or updating, call Olson Plumbing. Heatolator Fireplaces, the first name in fireplaces. Olson Plumbing in Pierre is your source for the industry's largest selection of indoor-outdoor fireplaces, either gas or wood, and outdoor fire pits. Stop by their showroom at 2803 East Wells or give them a call, 224-6436.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
As Jaron Deal will get the design run again, a pickup of 1 to start the second quarter. And the Governors had just 76 yards of total offense in that first quarter, with most of it coming here in this drive. As the Governors have picked up nearly 40 of those yards on this drive alone. Second down and 9 after the gain of 1 for Deal, who has been the quarterback. He's thrown 2 passes so far. Incompletion, and then a gain of 11 to Carter Shufflebein. Deal will drop back to pass. He'll step up, throw over the middle. That's going to be intercepted again. Lathan Lucas has another interception. There is a flag that is down as the catch was made. We'll see if that's before, as this will be all the way returned to the 36-yard line. Lathan Lucas now, is there a hold or a pass interference that will keep the drive alive for the Governors? It is a pass interference on the defense, so that is a huge break for the Governors to keep the drive moving. And really, where that pass interference happened, it didn't affect the play. It didn't affect the play at all. So the fact that the Governors got that pass interference, that's a killer for Spearfish, because they didn't intercept it because of the pass interference. It happened behind the interception, but it was still pass interference, which turns into a penalty and keeps the Governors' drive alive, as they will pick up those 15 yards down to the 11. And it's 1st and 10. Governors can pick up another first down before they get in the end zone. But a big penalty against Spearfish. Starting to breathe a little bit of life in the Governor offense here. They're now down to the 11-yard line. 1st and 10. 2 receivers here near side. As Deal continues to be the quarterback, they'll go jet sweep, but they will keep it with Deal. He's open. He scores. Jaron Deal runs into the end zone for a touchdown. The Governors are on the board early on the second quarter with 11:05 to go. Pierre is getting right back into this ball game. 11-yard touchdown run for Jaron Deal. And Pierre strikes early on, and now a chance to get a defensive stop and put themselves right back into this football game. Carter Templeton will be the one to kick here for the Governors. That kick is up, and it is good to make it 21-7 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebein scoreboard. Jaron Deal, 11-yard touchdown run. Governors get some life here in the second quarter. Back in 30 seconds on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping wants to make it easy for you to get that lush green lawn and that yard haven that you've been dreaming of. Visit dakotasprinkler.com to make appointments for sprinkler system spring startup, service calls, fall winterization, and landscaping quotes. Trust Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping's professionals to get you through the planning and installation to make your landscaping needs a reality. Visit dakotasprinkler.com today.
So a 56-yard drive, an 11-yard touchdown run for Jaron Deal, and the Governors are on the board, 21-7 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebein scoreboard as we are closing in at 9 o'clock on a Friday night. So at this point, we definitely will be the last game to finish out here this evening. As we look at some of the scores from around the state, Sully Buttes is beating Sunshine Bible Academy 54-12. Stanley County up 32-6 at the end of the half. Buffaloes need to win to get themselves an opportunity to still be in the playoffs. Obviously, things have to still fall the right way, or don't fall the wrong way, as this will be a short kick from the ground. Yeah, he'll be down at the 15-yard line. So Collette, who picked up the ball, had a knee down, actually had both of his knees down, and he'll be at the 15-yard line. That last drive, Lounsbury was in the game but he was split out wide as a receiver through that entire drive. Deal was the one taking the snaps. He threw 2 passes on that drive. 1 completion of 11 yards to Scheffelbein. He threw 3 passes overall. 1 doesn't count because it ended up being an interception, but called back on the pass interference call. This will be a false start penalty against Spearfish, and that will back them up to the 10-yard line. As I believe that was 71, Asher Peel, that gets called for the false start penalty, and it's 1st and 15 now. 158 yards in the first quarter for the Spearfish Spartan offense. See if the Governor's defense, they forced a turnover on downs. This is just the 4th drive of them. Lincoln Schoenhardt showing blitz. Mick Bosch will get the handoff. He's wrapped up and maybe got back to the 10-yard line. Governor's nearly had him for a loss. He would get up the edge, as I believe it was Binger that got the tackle. Maybe Schmitz, Max Schmitz had the tackle. No gain, and it's 2nd down and 15. Shotgun formation, 2nd down and 10. Time will be called here by Spearfish, I believe. Or no, they got to get a man. Will be a timeout on Spearfish. So that is their 2nd timeout here in the first half with 10:29 remaining here in the second quarter. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Pizza Ranch in Fort Pierre is a proud supporter of Pierre Governor Sports. Bring your crew to the ranch. We have hot buffet options, including legendary pizza, the country's best chicken, savory sides, nutritious salads, and delicious desserts. Perched right on the river, our Fort Pierre Pizza Ranch is only minutes from the South Dakota State Capitol building and right down the road from where the Pierre Governors play. The Pizza Ranch in Fort Pierre. Go Govs! As we welcome you back, it is 21-7 in the American Family Insurance Brittany Scheffelbein scoreboard with 10:29 remaining here in the first quarter. And again, we want to send our prayers, best wishes to Carter Merrill, who left the game with an injury. His right leg does not look good. Wait to hear confirmation of details and everything else, but does not look good for Merrill, and he had to be taken off on the cart. As we get back to football, throw down the field, coming back to the football and making the catch in front of Aiden Beam was number 5 Carson Sire, and he'll get all the way down to the Governor 35-yard line. From the 10 to the 35, the Governors are giving up another big play defensively. 55-yard gain for Carson Sire, his first catch of the game, and it's now 169 yards passing for Thomas Hughes, who is 7 of 11 so far. Spearfish has broken over the 200-yard mark of offense here in the first half. Hughes designed a QB draw, moves up the middle. He picks up a couple yards before he's falling over one of his offensive linemen. And it turns into a gain of 3 to the 33-yard line. Hughes has picked up 23 yards, has run for a touchdown. He's thrown for a touchdown. And, of course, that pick 6, the other score for the Spartans. 9:50 remaining here in the first half. Spearfish in Governor territory at the 30. Well, he spotted him at the 31, so it turned into a gain of 4. 2nd down and 6. Hughes will keep it himself. He's trying to get outside the containment of Lincoln Schoenhardt, and he will get near the first down marker, but it's going to be 3rd down. They will spot him down at the 28. A gain of 3, and it's 3rd down and 3. Back-to-back runs for Hughes. They've been fairly even running and throwing the football. 13 runs and 11 passes so far. Hughes, near side, the throw. The catch will be made by Vavruska. He is out of bounds at around the 20-yard line. Picked up 8 yards and a first down. Vavruska's got another catch. 5 catches for 108 yards for Cade Vavruska, who has been outstanding for this Spearfish team so far. They got him at the 19-yard line. 1st and 10. Hughes will throw. That one's going to be intercepted. The Governors will get the ball back. As Sudden Sunshine will get the interception, and Pierre will take over. A huge interception with 8:55 to go at the Governor 17-yard line. Sudden Sunshine with a big-time interception.
First down and 10 for the Governors on the 17-yard line.
And they will take over at their own 17. And now all of a sudden you got that defensive stop. It can get back within 1 score, still with plenty of time here in the first half. Jaron Deal will still be the quarterback. That last drive worked well. Not going to stop what was working. Design run for Deal. Big hole for Deal. He's out to the 35-yard line. Big gain on first down. Make that the 30-yard line. Picks up 13 and a first down for the Governors. And Duchesneau has not run the football yet, but it's been all Deal in the backfield right now. They don't have anybody back there with them. Empty backfield. Lounsbury is split out far side. Deal will look to throw. He's going to throw down the field, looking for Dilgis, and just overthrows him. And it's 2nd down and 10. Right now, Lounsbury 4 of 13 for just 26 yards. Deal is 1 of 3 for 11 yards, so a total of 37 yards passing here in the first half for Pierre, but they are over 100 yards throughout this game right now with 8:27 to go in the first half. 21-7. Governors down by 14 here in the second quarter. The American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebein scoreboard. Hudson Stosher will go in motion. He'll go to the far side of the line. Deal will roll out that way with him, and Deal will throw. Ball is tipped, and it's intercepted. Another interception. This one goes against the Governors. It might have, I don't know if it glanced off of Stosher first or not, if it was off of one of the Spearfish players, but it went right into the hands of number 41. And number 41 being Asher Hodges was the one, I believe it was Hodges that made the interception. And it's
First down and 10 for the Spartans.
1st and 10 now for Spearfish. With 8:19 remaining. 38 seconds, or excuse me, 38 seconds. From the 38 is where they take over. So Hughes will give it for Bosch, and up the middle goes Bosch. He's got a gain of a couple out to the 32-yard line. Ends up picking up 6, and it's 2nd down and 4.
Gain of 6 on the play brings up 2nd down and 4. Ball on the 32-yard line.
Under 8 minutes to go here in the first half. The 3rd interception from the Governors here in the game. 4 interceptions in total. Sudden Sunshine had the 1 interception here for Pierre. Vavruska goes in motion. They will hand it off for Bosch, who makes the first man miss. And then Bosch is going to get a first down. He's going to get out past the 28-yard line, down to around the 26. And it'll be a gain of 6 to be 1st and 10 here for Spearfish.
Gain on the play, that's good enough for Spearfish Spartan. First down.
1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. Another first down here for the Spartans. Receiver on each side here for Spearfish. Shotgun formation. They'll hand it off to Bosch again. He's following that lead blocker, and he'll pick up a couple yards past the 25 to around the 23. Picks up 3 yards. And it is second and 7. 7:05 remaining here in the second quarter. Governor defense trying to bear down again. They had a turnover on downs when it was 7-0, and then they get the interception after the Governors score that was a 21-0 game. Governors made it 21-7. They got the interception, but fortunately a tip ball goes right into the hands of Spearfish for a third interception. This one at the line of scrimmage. Good job of the Governors, and they will force Bosch back maybe a yard to the 24. Will Eilers, Sam Larson. I believe Eilers was the first one to hold him up, and a great job by Eilers in a loss of 1. First negative play from either side other than a penalty, and it's 3rd down and 8 from the 24-yard line. Nearing 6 minutes to go here in the first half. 2 receivers here on the near side. Shotgun formation for Hughes. He's going to move Collette in motion. And that will be a timeout taken by Spearfish. I think they were in a spot where they were going to get called for illegal formation had they snapped the football. So Spearfish will use their final timeout with 6:03 to go here in the first half. And Pierre down by 14, 21-7. You're listening to KCCR Pierre, a Riverfront broadcasting station. Past 9 o'clock back Central Time, back in the capital city. Jen Brazilius is back at the station. John McClure with you. And the Governors, when you look at some of the scores, these are all must-win games. When you look at, Yankton beating T right now 24-7. Huron is leading Mitchell 21-3. Watertown does have the lead over Sturgis 29-7. Brookings is all over Douglas 59-8, and Lincoln is beating Aberdeen Central by 30 at halftime. A loss here for Pierre maybe doesn't take them out of being the top 4, but does put the pressure on the Governors that, they may need some help in the last week. They may need something to go right for them to make sure they're in the top 4, depending on how it goes. You don't really know until all the games are done, and going into that last week on what the possibilities are for that last week of the regular season to see if they'd be maybe the 3 seed, the 4 seed, or maybe even the 5 seed. 6:03 to go as Sire goes in motion coming out of the timeout. 3rd down and 8. A keeper for Hughes. He is brought down to the 20-yard line by Schoenhard, and it's 4th down and 4. Gain of 4 for Hughes.
Gain of 4 on the play brings up 4th down and 4.
And 4th down and 4, and what does Spearfish want to do? They're going to go for it. There's no any type of indication that they would be trying to kick the field goal here with 5:35 to go. So this becomes a big 4th down. 3 receivers are now out on the far side. They'll move Veruska back in motion. Play clock down to 7. Hughes will look to his right. Now he's going to throw down the field, look into the end zone. Jump ball tipped around. It is incomplete, and a turnover on downs. Great play by Aiden Beam. Carson Sire was the one he was trying to throw to. And it's a turnover on downs, and the Governors will get at their own 20-yard line. A huge defensive play from Aiden Beam to force the incompletion and a turnover on downs for the second time here tonight for the Spearfish offense. 5:18 remaining here in the first half. And see if the Governors can, again, get within a score as they start at their own 20-yard line. Deal will still be the quarterback right now for the Governors. Lounsbury here on the near side. Deal will look to pass. He'll throw. He's going to man open. The catch is going to be made out in the flat. 1st down and more to the 40. Out of bounds past the 40-yard line for Carter Shufflebein. His biggest gain of the night, gain of 20. If you miss that initial tackle, if you're the defense against Shufflebein, he's going to make you pay. A lot of speed and a lot of agility that can quickly turn a small gain into a big gain. 5:11 to go. Governors are at their own 40-yard line as they're moving from right to left on your radio dial. Down 21-7 here in the second quarter. Two receivers here near side. Deal design run right up the middle for a Deal. He got hit 2 yards past the line of scrimmage, but he's able to fall forward for a gain of 4. Already the 4th time that he has rushed here in the second quarter. He's up to 52 yards on 7 carries. And it's 2nd down and 6 as the Governors need to get to midfield for a first down. 4:45 to go. You're still a little bit in flux on, you don't want to take too much time off the clock. You're not really looking at the clock, but you could be at a spot where you could be the last team to possess the ball in this first half. 5 guys go out in pattern here. Deal will throw it down the field, and it's going to be overthrown for Shufflebind. As he was looking to get to Shufflebind, Vavruska had kind of somewhat read it, but didn't get over there quick enough as he was looking for the interception. And it's now 3rd down and 6 here for the Governors from their own 44-yard line. Two receivers here near side. They've got Dill just lined up on the tight end. He's on the line with Twilliger. He just forces 3 receivers, and then get 2 tight ends. Everybody moves out in the pattern. Hudson Stosher moves across the line, and we get a flag. And it's going to be a false start against the Governors. And it's going to be their first penalty of the night. So Pierre will go back, and it's 3rd down 11 from the 39-yard line. And they got to get to the 50 for a first down. With 4:28 remaining here in the first half. Two receivers near side, one being Lounsbury. They haven't targeted him yet. I don't know if they really will, if he's more of a decoy, but he does go out in those patterns, and if you're going to leave him open, Deal could throw him the football. Deal now looking to throw. He's still looking. He'll throw it down the field. The catch, sliding catch by Twilliger to make the first down. Big play from Cooper Twilliger as he was able to get it inside Spearfish territory out to the 47. And a gain of 13, make that gain of 14 for Twilliger on his second catch of the night. 1st and 10 now from the Spearfish 47-yard line. Deal will throw far side, looking for Shufflebind. He's got the catch. He's out of bounds inside the 40 to the 38, a gain of 9 for Shufflebind. And the Governor offense starting to kind of click a little bit more. Moving down the field, 2 big back-to-back plays, one being a first down and 3rd and long, and now making it 2nd and short with 4:02 to go here in the first half.
2nd down and 1.
2 receivers here on the near side. Shotgun formation. Again, no one's been in the backfield here for the Governors since Deal has taken over at quarterback. Lounsbury has been split out wide each time. Deal will get the keeper. He's got a first down as he's inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. And it turns into a gain of 4 and a first down for the Governors.
Gain on the play, 1st down and 10 on the Governors.
So
34-yard line.
get to the 34. 1st and 10, now 3:40 remaining here in the first half. Got closer into range here for the Governors. 2 receivers on the far side. The man goes in motion. It'll be a jet sweep pass here for Hudson Stosher, his first official catch. He's able to break a tackle, and he gets inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That's near a first down marker. I think they might be a half a yard short. But a great job by Hudson Stosher on his first catch. He had a touchdown catch. Let's see, I believe, they're going to spot him just a yard short. 2nd down and 1. Once again here for the Governors, but he has been very good the last 2 games. Getting an opportunity and making the most of it right now. 2nd and 1 from the 29-yard line. Play clock down to 2. 2:45 remaining. Governors are not going to get the playoff in time. That'll be a delay of game. And it's now 2nd and 6. And the second penalty of the drive here by the Governors.
5-yard penalty, bring up 2nd down and 6.
2nd and 6 now, back at the, we're going to officially spot him at the 30. So is that the 25 where they had initially spotted him? So 2nd down and 6 from the 30. You have to get to the 24-yard line. An empty backfield here for Deal. Game clock stopped at 2:42. Deal will get the keeper again. He's able to make the first man miss, unfumble the football, and dove back on top of it. There's a flag that comes in at the end of that play, which might end up, well, we'll see what Coach Teason of Spearfish wants to do. It would be a gain of maybe 1, so it would be about 3rd and 5 without the penalty. It'll be a hold on the Governors, and it looks like they are going to take it. Now the hold will be from the spots. It's going to be from the spot of the where the flag was at. So they'll spot him back at the 33-yard line. And they've pushed the flag now up to the 25-yard line. So that would put him at the 35, which would be now 2nd down and 11. And so they'll push it back another 2 yards to make it 2nd down and 11, and officially lose 6 yards on the penalty. Because it's from where the flag was at, not where the spot of the foul or spot of the original line of scrimmage. It's where the foul was committed. Now the referees will continue to talk about this with 2:35 to go. There's a hold against the Governors at the 25-yard line, which was near the first down marker, away from where the ball was at and where the ball was fumbled by Deal, and he was able to recover it. I think we've got everybody satisfied on where the ball is going to be at. Referee side of things being satisfied. 2nd down 11 from the 35. So Pierce pushed back again. Another 2nd and long. Deal will look to pass here. He'll roll to his left, still looking. Now he's going to step up with it. He's got to the 30, and he's going to run out of bounds at around the 25-yard line. And it'll be 3rd down here for the Governors. A little bit of extra talking here. Looks like Carter Shufflebein
3rd down and 3.
might have been the one for the Governors. Didn't catch the number for Spearfish, but there's a little bit of jawing after the play was over. 3rd down and 3, so a gain of 8 for Deal. Makes it 3rd and manageable here for the Governors with 2:28 remaining here in the first half, and the clock is stopped. Deal, design run again, right up the middle, and he will get to the first down marker, the 24-yard line. Did he get there for a first down? I think no matter what, they're going to go for it. If he didn't, it's 4th and short, and they will not even go out the measurement. It was a gain of 3 and a first down for Deal.
First down and 10 for the Governors.
So Pierce got the ball inside the 25-yard line. New set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 24. As we get down to the final 2 minutes, Governors still have all 3 timeouts. They can try and hold this down to the final seconds. This will be a design jet sweep here for Hudson Stosher. He is tackled from behind, and that will be a horse collar tackle that will add on to the end of this run. A gain of 1 for Hudson Stosher, and a horse collar tackle will be called, a 15-yard penalty, which puts the Governors, unless it's a half distance to the goal, it will put them at 1st and goal.
On the Spartans.
So add on to the end of the run. It was just a gain of 1 for Stosher. Probably would have been more without the horse collar tackle. But you tack on 15 yards on the penalty. And it sets the Governors up to try and score to make this a 1-score game before halftime. They're going to spot him at the 12-yard line. So they end up going half the distance to the goal. It's turned into about a 12-yard penalty overall. Jaron Deal again. Design run up the middle for Deal. He's out to the 5. He will get to the goal line. He's in. Another touchdown for the Governors. And they get within one score with 1:35 remaining here in the first half. A 12-yard touchdown run for Jaron Deal. And Pierre has put themselves potentially just 7 points back on an 80-yard drive. And another touchdown run for Jaron Deal, 12-yard run. He's got touchdown runs of 11 and 12. Extra point is up and good, 21-14. With just 95 seconds to go here in the first half. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Larry Fry Heating and Cooling has a new name. Kruger Climate Systems has acquired Larry Fry Heating and Cooling, but it's still the same great service. Your friend Larry Fry is still a manager, and his dedication to providing you with outstanding service remains unwavering. The same quality products and services you have come to expect from Larry Fry Heating and Cooling will continue under the new leadership of Kruger Climate Systems. You can still reach us at 605-224-9548 or email us at ryan@krugercontracting.com. Kruger Climate Systems, your certified Trane and Mitsubishi dealer in Central South Dakota.
So it is an 80-yard drive for the Pierre Governors. Another touchdown run for Jaron Deal. 12 yards out this time, 11 and 12 yards each for Deal's touchdown runs. And the Pierre Governors have put themselves down within just 7 as we get near the end of the first half. 1:35 to go here in the first half. Spearfish will start with the ball, but without any timeouts, they've got 95 seconds to try and go down and score to get back up by 2 scores. But if they don't, they will still get the ball to try and get themselves back up by 2 scores to start the second half. So Carter Templeton, as this will be now Jacoby LaRush that will kick this one off for the Governors. So LaRush, who part of the soccer team, the junior, will now be the one kicking things off for the Governors, as he did so in the first time. And LaRush will kick this one right down the middle to the far side. Bouncing ball that's picked up by Coet. He's out to the 20, and he will get to around the 23, make that the 27-yard line. And that is where Spearfish will have just minute and 29 seconds to go, trying to get a 2-score lead back. Officially spotted the 28. So here is Thomas Hughes in the offense, 247 yards, but only 89 yards in the second quarter, 158 in the first quarter for Spearfish. I just say only 89 because it has been a little bit harder for Spearfish to pick up some yards in this second quarter. Governor defense has been able to bear down and also force an interception. Hughes looking to pass. He'll throw it down the field. Overthrows Sire. It's intercepted by Aiden Beam. And the Governors will get the ball with 1:22 to go and an opportunity to tie the ball game up. Second interception of the ball game. Aiden Beam gets the interception this time. Just one play on that drive. 1:22 remaining. Governors still have all 3 timeouts. And they start at their own 37. How about this opportunity for the Governors now? Caleb Lounsbury will be back as the quarterback here. Running a 2-minute offense to try and tie this game up. Lounsbury looking to pass. He'll throw for Shufflebine. He makes the catch. He's out of bounds at a first down as he'll get a gain of 11 on that first down throw. Pierre was down 21-0 in the first quarter. And now have an opportunity to make this a tie ball game. 1:17 to go. Well, Lounsbury threw the first pass. Now Deal will go back as the quarterback. Giving some different looks for this Spearfish team. We have not seen this before. Deal's the only time he's been the quarterback is maybe for one play, but otherwise it's been whenever Sturgis, when they were blowing out Sturgis. Here's a throw down the field, diving catch, but it will be called back on a hold. Lincoln Dill just made a fantastic diving grab and around the 15-yard line, but a penalty flag is down back at the 42-yard line and will back the Governors up 10 yards. This will be from the previous spot since it was behind the line of scrimmage. And so the big gain for Lincoln Dilgis, which would have been almost 40 yards, will be first down and 20 from now the Governor 38-yard line. So now instead of having those initial 11 yards, they've only got 1 yard, and the clock is running here with 1:05 to go. As Deal will throw, the catch is made. See if Shufflebein gets out of bounds. He picked up most of those yards back. He got to gain another 9. Shufflebein now with 7 catches for 72 yards. Second down and 11 here for the Governors at their own 47-yard line. 1 minute to go here in the first half. Pierre's got all 3 timeouts still. Can they find the end zone to tie this thing up here in this first half? Deal back to pass again. He'll heave it downfield, looking for Dilgis, and it's just out of his hands. Lincoln Dilgis reached up for it and unable to come down with it. And it's second down and 10 to make that third down 11. And where did the Governors, what did the Governors do here with 53 seconds to go? Dilgis made a fantastic catch, almost made a second fantastic catch in the last 3 plays. Deal will get the snap here on 3rd and 11. He'll step up in the pocket. He's got open space. He's going to get to the near side. It's a first down, but a flag will come in late again. Looks like that one will be a block in the back against the Governors. That will push them back again whenever Deal had the first down. With 44 seconds to go. Deal's run will push the Governors back. It will be a 5-yard penalty for blocking the back. And so as they push it back, it will be a 10-yard penalty. And they will spot it back at, so it ends up being just a loss of 1 overall. And it's 3rd down and 12. Make that 3rd down and 13. Ends up being officially a 2-yard loss on that penalty. Game clock is rolling at 30 seconds. 3 receivers far side. Jaron Deal rolling to his right. Deal looking to pass. Still looking. Throws it down the field. Catch is made on the run as Hudson Stosher will get inside the 30 to the 25-yard line. Stosher with another huge grab. The Governors take their first timeout or not. A gain of 30 for Hudson Stosher, and it will be a timeout. Gain of 30 for Stosher. And a fantastic job here by the Pierre Governors right now. In this second quarter in a 2-minute drive, they still got 2 timeouts, 18 seconds to go. Trying to tie this game up, or at least get within a point. Pending the extra point to tie it up, as the Governors have 235 yards of offense now, 159 here in the second quarter alone. 103 passing yards. Spearfish on the other side, 247 yards. So this game has pretty much evened itself out from one quarter to the next. It is shaping up to be some fun football in the second half here in Spearfish. We had to wait an extra hour to get this game started because of a bus issue for Pierre. And it's turned into what felt like at the beginning of the first quarter, it was not worth the wait to start an hour. Now it feels like it was definitely worth the wait. So now it's 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. 18 seconds to go. Governors still have 2 timeouts. Shufflebein will go across the line here to the near side. Deal is still the quarterback. Deal drops back to pass. He'll throw to the end zone looking for Terwilliger. He is pushed out. The ball is going to be out of play. Terwilliger, the intended receiver. And it's second down and 10 from the 25 with 12 seconds to go. Realistically, 2 more plays. You got 2 timeouts, so you can do whatever you want here if you're the Governors. You can run the football and still get 1 more play off, as long as you're not scrambling around then taking it all the time. Deal looks to pass again. Rolling to his right in the pocket. Still looking. Deal still looking. Now throws. The catch will be made, and it will be a good catch. I believe that's Stosher at the sideline. Boy, Hudson Stosher coming up huge in this second quarter. It'll be a gain of 11, and it'll be a timeout taken by the Governors. And Hudson Stosher now with 4 catches for 51 yards with 3 seconds remaining. Do you kick the field goal here? Or do you go for the touchdown? It looks like they're going to try and kick the field goal. Looks like Templeton's coming out to kick the field goal here with 3 seconds to go. And it will be around a 30-yard field goal at the end of the first half. Try and make this a 4-point game here at halftime. Carter Templeton from the right hash, the far hash of the field. A 30-yard field goal. Snap is good, the hold is good, the kick is up, and it is gonna be good for Carter Templeton. And the Governors make it 21-17 at the break. They score the final 17 points of the half, and Pierre is right back into this ball game here at the break. And an unbelievable end of this second quarter. And settle in. I mean, we're going to be 10 o'clock by the time the second half starts Central Time. We got a long way to go, and the Pierre Governors are feeling much better going into to halftime right now, with the Govs down by just 4 after they were trailing by 21 in the first quarter. Back in 3 minutes with halftime stats. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR, watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
When you bank with First Fidelity, we reinvest your deposit right back into our community. We make loans to local families, farms, and small businesses. Community reinvestment is one of our basic purposes. It's vital to the local economy. It also helps grow our community. Stop by one of our branches today. First Fidelity Bank. First-class banking on a first-name basis. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Online at ffb-sd.com.
Oh, shut the water off! Shut the water off! Oh, don't give me that look. I know you said to call Allied Plumbing and Heating. I read the instructions and I watched a couple of videos. I thought that I had this. Let me watch a couple of videos and I'll take care of it. Just go to your sister's. I'll have it fixed. Hello, Allied Plumbing and Heating. I need your help.
You can rely on your allies at Allied Plumbing and Heating. 605-494-2001.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at EnvirotechWaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
We all want to be happy, but sometimes that doesn't feel possible. But if you have hope, you have everything. Rising Hope Counseling provides high-quality mental health services with locations across South Dakota. Additionally, by providing telehealth, we ensure South Dakota's rural residents have access to high-quality mental health services. Our team lives and works in your communities, and we understand the unique challenges we face. Schedule an appointment by phone or online today. Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change.
Hello, I'm Pastor Jeff Lathrop of Pierre First United Methodist Church, and I'd like to invite you to join us in person for worship on Sunday mornings at 8:30 a.m. or 11 a.m. You can also join us on Facebook Live or on KCCR 1240 a.m. or 98.9 FM for our Sunday morning broadcasts at 11 a.m. Come worship with us at First United Methodist Church, where you will find open hearts, open minds, and open doors.
River Bottom Sanitation, your locally owned waste management company serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre communities. Contact River Bottom Sanitation for your residential and commercial pickups. Now River Bottom Sanitation is your source for all your roll-off needs. River Bottom Sanitation in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Give them a call for pricing at 605-222-1120. River Bottom Sanitation. That's 605-222-1120.
We welcome you here into the broadcast booth here at halftime. It's 21-7 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebind scoreboard. As we get the Stagman image, you can probably hear a little bit of some lag in the commercials, or not the best reception that we've had here in the booth. So we're making sure we're trying to stay without. We don't want to start to freeze or buffer or anything like that. So keep the stagnant image up there on YouTube at KCCR Sports. But it is 21-17 here at the break. Spearfish leads the Governors of the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebind scoreboard. The Pierre Governors' last couple of drives have been excellent drives for Pierre. They started out with a punt, 3-and-out to open up the ball game when they got the ball to start the game. Then a 9-play, 83-yard drive and a 12-yard touchdown run for Thomas Hughes made it a 7-0 game. The Governors fumbled the football as Cooper Twilliger made the catch and then fumbled it before a turnover on downs for Spearfish as they tried to make it a 14-0 lead. Then Pierre threw an interception, the first of 3 in the first half, as it turned into a 23-yard drive, but a 26-yard touchdown pass. It was only 4 plays, and a 26-yard touchdown pass to Cade Vervruska to make it a 14-0. Then the Governors came back out, and it turned into a pick 6 from Lathan Lucas to go up 21-0 in the first quarter. Well, that's where the Governors started to turn things around. Jaron Deal, he took over taking the snaps. Caleb Lounsbury went to a far side receiver, or just split out wide as receiver. Deal ends up running a 56-yard drive that went 11 yards on a touchdown run for Deal to make it 21-7. Then an interception was thrown. The teams traded interceptions before a turnover on downs and a great defensive play from Aiden Beam to force a turnover on downs, which turned into an 80-yard drive and a 12-yard touchdown run from Jaron Deal that felt like a 2-minute drive, and that was how the half was going to end. But the very next play from scrimmage, after their turnover on downs, they got the ball back. Another interception was thrown from Thomas Hughes. Aiden Beam got the interception this time, and it turned into a drive that started at their own 37, got to the 20-yard line, got to around the 13-yard line, and it was a 30-yard field goal from Carter Templeton to make it a 21-7 lead at the break here at halftime. As we look at some of the halftime stats, the Governors are down by just 1 yard in total. The first quarter, it was 76 yards of offense for the Governors to 158 yards for Spearfish, but then it turned into 170 yards in the second for Pierre and 89 yards for Spearfish, which is why you're sitting at 247 for Spearfish, 246 for the Governors. 3 turnovers for the Governors. Make that 4 turnovers for the Governors in the first half. They had a fumble and then 3 interceptions. So 4 turnovers by Pierre to 2 turnovers from Spearfish, as Thomas Hughes has thrown for 178 yards on 8 of 14 passing so far, and does have a touchdown throw. Cade Vervruska has caught a touchdown pass, as well as also a throw from Thomas Hughes, a rushing touchdown as well from Hughes so far in the game. And it is for Spearfish, 38 yards for Mick Bosch rushing the football on 11 carries, 31 for Thomas Hughes. Vervruska's 109 yards on 5 catches, 55 yards for Carson Sire, 12 yards for Lathan Lucas, and 2 for Mick Bosch for their 248 yards, 47 yards of total offense. For the Pierre Governors, Caleb Lounsbury is 5 of 14 for 37 yards and 2 interceptions. Jaron Deal's got 9 completions for 15 attempts for 114 yards and an interception. Carter Merrill, before his injury, and again, it feels unfortunately like a devastating injury for Merrill and for the season of the Governors, for Merrill's chance to continue to play here this year. 5 attempts, 16 yards, in that first quarter before he went down with that right leg injury. 11 carries for 79 yards for Jaron Deal, and he's got 2 touchdown rushes for the Governors. Carter Schuffelbein with those 7 catches for 72 yards, 4 catches for Hudson Stosher of 51 yards. Merrill had a catch of 11 yards, and Cooper Twilger had 2 catches for 17 yards for the Pierre Governors, who, again, were outgained by just 1 total yard in the ball game. Governors ran 45 total plays with 32 for Spearfish. Penalty-wise, the Governors, Spearfish has 6 penalties for a total of 52 yards. The Governors have 5 penalties for 28 yards in that first half. Those are your look at your halftime stats. We'll come back in 3 minutes, and we'll tell you scores from around the state. Back in 3 minutes, you're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Sanford Health Pierre Clinic provides comprehensive and convenient care to Pierre, South Dakota and its surrounding communities. We care for all your health needs, including preventive care, pediatric health, annual checkups, chronic disease care, and more. Schedule an appointment today at 605-945-5560. Ask about our heart health specialist. Visit this clinic on the second Tuesday of every month. Sanford Health Clinic Pierre, 605-945-5560.
Is your roof ready for the next South Dakota storm? Don't wait till it's too late. For over 25 years, Karsten Erickson Roofing and Construction has been serving Central South Dakota with quality roofing and construction. He has now added gutters. We offer dependable service, guaranteed workmanship, and no unnecessary flash or fuss. Just reliable protection for your home. Karsten Erickson Roofing and Construction. Experience you can trust. Call today, 605-280-8133. Karsten Erickson Roofing and Construction, serving Central South Dakota for over 25 years.
As the days get shorter and the air turns crisp, it's time to make your home the cozy retreat you deserve. Slumberland's fall home sale is here. Find the perfect sectional for movie nights, a plush new mattress for a deeper sleep, and beautiful dining sets for family gatherings. 50% off list price is our lowest prices of the season, and they're happening now. Don't wait. Fall into savings at Slumberland. Visit Slumberland, 920 North Garfield Avenue today.
Today's game is made possible by our great local sponsors like Kathy Sunshine Properties. Whether you're buying, selling, or looking for your forever home, Kathy and her crew are here to help make your move simple and stress-free. With local expertise and commitment to their clients, they are ready to go to work for you. Call 605-224-5588 today or visit contactkathy.com. Kathy Sunshine Properties, turning your dreams into an address.
This fall, Beck Motor Company, your Heartland Chevy dealer, is proud to support our local athletes and all the fall sports that bring our community together. At BMC, we're here to take the stress out of car buying and maintenance. Whether you're in for routine service or looking to drive home in a brand new Chevy, you'll find a team that's honest, helpful, and ready to go the extra mile. Beck Motor Company, we're making a great deal better. www.beckmotors.com.
Becky Pottsaba and State Farm Insurance are here to help you with your insurance and banking needs. State Farm's not just insurance. It's banking, investments, IRAs, loans, and a whole lot more. We offer guidance in a personal and caring way that helps you manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and find ways to control costs so you can realize your dreams. We know how life is, and we're here for you. Stop in to see Becky at 1315 East Wells Avenue in Pierre, or call Becky at 224-4173.
As we welcome you back, as we continue here in the halftime show, as we get you score updates, we are one of the last ones going here tonight. Glad you're with us on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Yankton beat T 31-7 earlier this evening. Huron stays as the number one team, beating Mitchell 27-3. Watertown beat Sturgis 29-15. Brookings all over Douglas 59-8. Lincoln's got a 51-14 lead over Aberdeen Central as they are in the fourth quarter, and that game will be wrapping up shortly. In 11 AAA, O'Gorman beat Rapid City Stevens 41-0. Brandon Valley shut out Harrisburg 24-0. Jefferson over Central 52-10. In 11A, Belfouche beat Lakota Tech 55-0. It was a Millbank 22-21 win over West Central. Rapid City Christian beat Custer 41-10. Vermillion over Dakota Valley 27-6. Sioux Falls Christian beat Del Rapids 41-15. Lennox over Tri-Valley 41-0, and Madison beat Canton 47-12. In 11B, Wagner with a 52-0 win over Miller Highmore Herald. St. Thomas More had a 55-0 win over Lee Deadwood. And Mount Vernon Pleasanton beat Woonsocket Weston Springs Sanborn Central 30-6. Winter knocked off Chamberlain 24-0. 9AA Stanley County beats Gettysburg 52-6. They get the win that they need to try and stay alive in the playoff race, and we'll see where things fall at the end of this of the night when everything gets updated. Warner beat Leola Frederick 33-6. Kimball White Lake over Woolsey Wessington 55-8. In 9A, Wall shut out Lyman 55-0. It was also Alcester Hudson beating Scotland Meadow 64-16. And then as well, looking at some other scores, 9B, Slowly Buttes with a 66-12 win over Sunshine Bible Academy to finish out the regular season. Kadoka Area beat Jones County 42-16. Faulkton Area beat Northwestern 53-6. Del Rapids St. Mary over Sioux Falls Lutheran 52-0. And that is a look at some of those scores. Hitchcock-Tulare beat Arlington 46-14. And Avon, the top team in 9B, goes down to Freeman Marion Freeman Academy 58-8. Freeman Marion Freeman Academy, obviously, they are in a 9AA. So that doesn't necessarily hurt Avon, although they potentially could fall to maybe the number 3 spot, depending on how things shake out at the end of the night. But as a look at your scores from around the state, we will step aside, come back in 3 minutes with the start of the second half. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
You know that feeling when you're exactly where you're meant to be? That's what it feels like to bank at First National Bank Pierre. We're not some big faceless corporation. We're your neighbors. We're the people you see at the grocery store, at the local ball game. We're committed to helping this community grow one person at a time. Need a loan for your new home? Or maybe you're starting that business you've always dreamed of. Our team is here ready to listen and help you find the right financial solution. Because at First National Bank in Pierre, we believe in hometown banking. Visit us at one of our 2 locations in Pierre or our Fort Pierre location. First National Bank, your hometown bank.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Home Care Services is a private agency committed to providing expert advice and specialized care to those who want to remain living independently at home. Home Care Service has a team of nurses, caregivers, and administrative staff that offers 30-plus years of in-home support services to our local communities. For more information about Home Care Services, call 224-2273. Expert advice, professional care. Home Care Services, 224-2273.
Hi, I'm South Dakota Attorney General Marty Jackley. If you are a crime victim, there is a way you can stay updated on your case. Crime victims can access the statewide Automated Victim Information and Notification System, or SAVIN. This free service provides victims with important criminal information and notifications. For more information, call 1-844-299-4608 or go to savin.sd.gov.
Looking for a pharmacy that truly cares? At Vilas Pharmacy, we're committed to providing the best for your healthcare needs. We offer competitive pricing on all your prescriptions, ensuring you get great value without compromising on quality. Conveniently located right here in Pierre, getting your medications is always easy. Plus, you'll experience truly personalized service from our friendly and knowledgeable team. We're here to help you every step of the way. Make the switch to a pharmacy that puts you first. Visit us online at vilaspharmacy.com or call us today at 605-224-0907. James Valley Landscape and Solutions, creating breathtaking spaces. All because of them with 40 years of experience and the best landscaping team in the business, hired them to create spaces unimaginable. For a career with great benefits and a rewarding salary, let them hire you. James Valley Landscape and Solutions.
We welcome you back as we get set for the third quarter. The Pierre Governors are down 21-17 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebein scoreboard. Jim Brazilius back at the station. John Winkler with you on this Friday night. Jacoby LaRoche will tee this one away here for the Governors. And kick it deep as Collette and Veruska are back deep for Spearfish. To start this third quarter, Governors a defensive stop and then find their way into getting into the end zone, can take the lead for the first time here tonight. Been a long first half between these two teams. And we are waiting. I'm not sure what we're exactly waiting on because the play clock hasn't started yet, but looks like we're all ready to go here for the third quarter. 12 minutes are on the clock. Governors and Spearfish Spartans dig in for the third quarter as we're closing in at 10 o'clock Central Time. A short kick from LaRush, a bouncing ball that will get to the 20, almost stayed in play, but it does go out. And it will end up being good field position here for Spearfish, as long as they want to take that field position. And where will, it looks like they're going to make them, they're not going to make the Governors re-kick. And Spearfish will take over at their 35-yard line. Good field position here to start this third quarter.
Kick out of bounds, be first down and 10 for the Spartans on the 35-yard line.
So we'll start at the 35 for the second half. Second time that we've had an opening kickoff of the half. Both times, opening kickoff of the half has gone out of bounds. This will be a handoff here for number 22, Latham Lucas. And Lucas will pick up about 6 yards. Lucas had not run the football at all in that first half. And a pickup of 6 in his first carry of the night. Lucas only run the ball 7 times. And now the ball nearly came out for Lucas again, but he's got to make that for Bosch. And now Lucas is hobbling off. There is no gain
on the play
for Bosch, and it's third down and 4 from the 41-yard line. Two receivers far side, shotgun formation here for Hughes. Hughes hands off up the middle for Bosch. He's not going to get the first down. He stopped short of the 45-yard line, but it is a gain of 3, and it's 4th down and 1. And now Spearfish, you would think, with 247 yards of offense in the first half, feel like 1 yard, trying to gain 1 yard, even though they're in their own territory, is something that they have to have. They want to win this football game. They're going to go for it. 4th and 1 from the 44-yard line. Governors can't jump early. And instead, it's going to be Spearfish that will jump early. And it's 4th down and 6, and it will be a punt. That is a huge penalty against Spearfish. It was all about, hey, watch where the football goes, don't jump early. And Spearfish was one that jumped early. Sam Marcus will be the one to punt it away. And make sure that he actually punts the ball away. Here with 10:20 to go in the third quarter. A rugby style punch, and this will be, was it touched, or was the contact happened as the ball was hit? The referee or the sideline of Spearfish is looking for a flag. They're not going to get it. It's going to be down to the 25-yard line. Porter Hunsley ran into the punter and Sam Marcus as the ball was being kicked. I think it's one of those where, how can you call roughing the punter when he hadn't punted the ball yet when the contact was made? So the Governors will get the ball with 10:08 remaining here in the third quarter at their own 25-yard line. And here are the Governors now for an opportunity to try and get their first lead of the ball game. Jaron Deal will be the quarterback. Hudson Stocher goes in motion to jet sweep to him. He's wrapped up. Now he's going to come back the other way. He's going to try and pick up a block from Deal. He's going to eventually pick up 2 yards. And Stosher, who had nothing on that first down opportunity, turns into a 2-yard gain on the catch on the jet sweep. So for Stosher, that is now 5 catches for 53 yards. Second down and 8 from the 27-yard line. 9:35 remaining here in the third quarter. Now we get a whistle. And Carter Shufflebein will have to come off the field for a play. And now Vervruska is also coming off for a play. Is it Will Danberg that moves in that spot? It is going to be Danberg that will take the place of Shufflebein as the lone receiver on that far side for just one play. Deal, empty backfield. This will be design run, waiting for those blockers to start. Deal will move his way to the first down marker. He's going to be a yard short. Third down and 1 as it turns into a gain of 6. Make that a gain of 7 for Deal, and it's 3rd and 1. Going to get to the 35-yard line. They're at the 34 right now. And Spearfish jumps across the line, and that's a first down for the Governors. Another 5-yard penalty against Spearfish that has ended a drive on their offensive possession, and that now has extended the Governor possession without Pierre having to get the first down themselves. They're gifted that first down for Pierre, and it's 1st and 10 from the 39 with 9 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Deal will drop back to pass. He'll throw far side. Catch is made by Shufflebein. He breaks free down the sideline. He's pushed out of bounds by Vavruska. Otherwise, he was gone. And it'll be all the way down to the 41-yard line in Spearfish territory. From the 39 to the 41, a 20-yard gain for Carter Shufflebein. And Shufflebein now with 8 catches, 92 yards. He's, again, getting close to the 100-yard reception for another game this year. He's going to be a 1,000-yard receiver for the end of this season. Stosher will go in motion. Coach Steele will take the timeout. Not everybody was set when Stosher started to run across the line in motion. Too many guys were in motion at that point. And so Coach Steele had to take the timeouts. Otherwise, it would have been illegal formation. It would have been a penalty against Pierre. But instead, they'll take that timeout instead of taking the 5-yard loss with 8:52 to go here in the third quarter. So still 21-17. Spearfish leading over Pierre in the third quarter. The American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebein scoreboard as the Governors are trying to get their first lead tonight. They were down 21-0. They made it 21-17. And this Governors squad has not given up after nothing looked good at that point for the Pierre Governors. Nothing was looking great for Pierre in that first quarter. Down 21-0, couldn't get the offense going. And the short adjustment, small adjustment. So Jaron Deal goes as the quarterback. Lounsbury's been out there the whole time, lined up as a receiver. He has not had he's thrown one pass in the second quarter. Caught it for a gain of 11 for Shufflebein. But it's been Deal as the quarterback the rest of the way. 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. Deal will drop back to pass. Deal moves around the pocket. He's able to break free to the 35 to the 30. Still up the middle. 20, 15, 10. Touchdown Governors! And they lead for the first time tonight. A 41-yard run for Jaron Deal. And it is a 23-21 lead. Right up the middle of the pocket for Deal. Broke free, nearly was turned into a loss and a sack from Deal. But an elusive play from Jaron Deal, and the Governors are an extra point away from a 3-point advantage. That's up, and it will be good. 24-21, the first time tonight the Pierre Governors lead with 8:39 to go in the third quarter. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Radon. You can't see it, you can't smell it, but this radioactive gas can pose a serious health risk. Don't take chances with your family's health. When you get a home inspection from Thorpe, you have the option to add professional radon testing. This isn't a home box test. This is testing thoroughly and accurately, giving you a clear picture of your home safety. You get your results immediately. No hassle, no wait. Don't settle for less. Ask for professional radon testing as an add-on or just call for the radon test. Thorpe Home Inspection. Your safety, our priority. Call today for your home's radon test. 605-301-9211.
As we welcome you back, it is a 24-21 lead on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shuffle by a scoreboard for the Pierre Governors. 4-play, 75-yard drive, and a 41-yard touchdown run from Jaron Deal as he goes a minute and 29 seconds for the Governors to get the lead in their first possession of the second half.
Mark the kickoff for the Governors.
8:39 remaining here in the third quarter. And Spearfish, who once had a 21-0 lead, is now going to have to get the offense going, trailing in this game. And an incredible run from Jaron Deal, who was able to be elusive in the pocket, step up in the pocket. He has had some great poise. The sophomore has had some great poise throwing the football and running the football. 6 foot, 160-pound sophomore has been excellent tonight here for the Governors. Best game of his young career right now. That ball nearly stayed in play for the Governors to pick it up, but it had to be dove on by the Spartans at the 22-yard line. Jacoby LaRoche placed that perfectly, and Pierre nearly got the ball back. Almost not recovered by Spearfish in time by the time the Governors got over to it.
22-yard line, first down and 10 for the Spartans.
But 8:38 remaining here in quarter number 3. 3 plays so far, 3 and out from the Spearfish Spartans. 3 receivers far side. Vavruska will go in motion to the near side. They'll hand it off to Mick Bosch, and Bosch has got nowhere to go. Sam Larson throwing him down. Gain of maybe 1 for Bosch, and it's second down and 9. Not a whole lot of negative plays from either side in terms of yards in a play. Only 1 negative play from Spearfish so far, and we've had 0 negative plays. There have been a couple of 0-yard gains, but 0 negative plays for the Governors. Vavruska in motion again. They will have Hughes keep it. Flag will come in. Ball's on the ground.
Fumble on the play.
And it will be Spearfish that picks it back up. Number 74 for Spearfish, and Skylar Bryant was the one that picked it up. Turns into a gain of 1, but there is a penalty flag. It's illegal shift.
Illegal shift on the
And
Spartans.
they are gonna back him up 5 yards, I believe, to make it second down, or is Coach Steele going to, he's trying to figure out exactly where. Well, they got to get the beanbag picked up. Now they are going to end up saying they're going to decline it and make it third down and 9. So no gain for Hughes on the run. And it's third down and 9. And the Governors are looking for another 3 and out here.
Brings up third down and 9.
8:01 to go. Clock should run. Well, the clock is not running, but it should be running, I think, after it was the declined penalty. 10 seconds on the play clock, though. Be 2 receivers here on the near side. Hughes will drop back to pass, looking for a screen pass. The throw will come here near side, and it's read well by Lincoln Schoenhard, and it's going to be another 3 and out by Spearfish. The catch was made by Graham Hughes, and he had nowhere to go, and a loss of 3, and it's fourth down. And the second negative play, first catch for Graham Hughes. And it'll be a punt upcoming here from Sam Marcus. Carter Shufflebein will be the one to try and return this one here for the Governors. It'll be nearly blocked again by the Governors. Shufflebein calls for the fair catch, and he will make it inside the 40-yard line. At the 38 is where they will officially spot Shufflebein. But another 3 and out and a punt from Spearfish.
Fergus's punt is fair count.
With 7:10 remaining here in the third quarter.
The Governors on the 38-yard line.
From the 38, Governors will take over. Not a long drive again for Spearfish. The longest drive has gone just 3 minutes and a second. Governors looking to pass. Jaron Deal throws it to the flat. The catch is made by Shufflebind. He's got some room down the sideline to the 30, 25, 20. There goes Shufflebind. One play. Touchdown, Governors. 30-21 for Pierre. 62-yard pass and catch for Deal and Shufflebind. And the Governors are extra point away from going up by 10 here in the third quarter. You give him space, you miss the tackle. Shufflebind's going to make you pay. The speed that the Governors have, a 62-yard touchdown throw and catch, extra point is good, 31-21. With 6:57 to go here in the third quarter, back in 30 seconds. You listen to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR, watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
You're listening to KCCR Pierre Riverfront Broadcasting Station. Hope you didn't give up on the Governors when they're down 21-0. They've scored 31 straight points, and they lead at 31-21 with 6:57 to go here in the third quarter. After 2 3-and-outs for Spearfish, the Governors have scored on back-to-back drives. They've scored on just a total twice on 5 plays. A 4-play drive that went 75 yards, and a 41-yard touchdown run from Jaron Deal, and then a 62-yard catch by Carter Shufflebind from Deal. And the Governors, once down 21-0, now lead at 31-21. Here on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebind scoreboard. Jacoby LaRush will kick this one away, and so far he's trying to place these balls perfectly in spots for the Governors to try and recover. This time it will be caught at the 18-yard line on the far side, and it will be 1st and 10 here for Spearfish at inside the 30-yard line to around the 26 is where they spot him at the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 27 with 6:52 remaining here in the third quarter. You are listening to KCCR Pierre Riverfront Broadcasting Station. Glad you're with us here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports as we continue to be the last game to be played for the second time this year in all of the state on a Friday night. Here's a handoff on the 1st and 10 play from the 27-yard line. Be a gain of 3 for Mick Bosch. And 2nd down and 7. And Bosch so far has run the ball 4 times in this quarter for just 7 yards. Total of 10 yards in this third quarter for Spearfish after having 247 yards in the first half. Rolling out is Hughes. He's looking to pass. He'll throw down the field. Long run, Porter Hunsley, and it's going to be incomplete, but a flag will come in on Lincoln Schoenhardt on a 15-yard pass interference penalty. Porter Hunsley had an opportunity to make the interception. They're going to call pass interference against Lincoln Schoenhardt. Maybe it was Aiden Beam. Either way, it's going to be a pass interference that will push the first down for Spearfish, their first one of the second half. 43 yards of penalties on 6 calls against the Governors. And so they'll get it to the 45-yard line. And so it'll be 1st and 10 from the Spearfish 45 with 6:15 remaining here in the third quarter. 62 yards of penalties on 8 calls against Spearfish. 43 for 6 penalties called against the Governors. First and 10 for the 45. 2 receivers far side. They'll hand it off here for Bosch again, and he's got nowhere to go. A loss of 1. And again, the Spartans running game. That was Bosch that got the handoff. Loss, they'll call no gain. But this running game has struggled to get moving here in the third quarter. Hughes will drop back to pass. He'll throw in the middle. That's going to be intercepted. A third interception for the Governors. They will take over at their 42-yard line. As that is going to be Aiden Beam's second interception of the ball game. 5:42 remaining here in the third quarter. And a third interception thrown. And Pierre is right back in again.
First down and 10 for Pierre on the 43-yard line.
5:42 remaining. They will get him at the 43 to start the next drive here for the Governors. Jaron Deal with Stosher in motion. He'll get the jet sweep toss. He'll try and cut it back up the middle. Stosher's got a good first down gain for about 4 yards. And it is second down and 6.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Stosher's got, let's see, Stosher maybe a little bit slow. Get moving. The game clock still moves down to 15 seconds. I'm not sure. They're out to the 47. They will push the play clock back to 25, so the clock continues to roll, but it will be resetting the play clock. It was an odd discussion that was going on. Couldn't figure out what maybe the referees were talking about. 2 receivers here near his side. Empty backfield here for Deal. Governors are taking their time offensively, up by 10 points right now. Play clock down to 7. Deal will get a design run right up the middle. He's got free again to the 40-yard line in Spearfish territory. And Jaron Deal continues to be absolutely a unit in this game. A gain of 14 for Deal as they get into Spearfish territory to the 38.
On the 38-yard line.
Jaron Deal now 141 yards on 14 carries and 3 touchdown runs, along with also throwing for 202 yards. As Deal will throw to the far side, shuffle by, makes the catch again. First man misses. He's inside the 30, spins off another tackler before he is thrown down as he got inside the 30 to the 28, near the first down marker. We'll see if they give him the first down or if it will be a first down, a gain of 10. And Shufflebine now 164 yards receiving on 10 catches. Just a average 16.4 yards per catch for Gunnar Shufflebine. It's unbelievable.
On the 28-yard line.
3:58 to go and counting here in the third quarter. Governors can really smell the blood in the water right now. They're trying to get, they're closing in on maybe 40 unanswered points. Obviously won't on this possession. This will be a false start against the Governors. That'll back them up 5 yards to make it 1st and 15.
He'll start on Pierre.
As they'll go back to around the 33.
5-yard penalty brings up first down and 15.
Jaron Deal 14 of 20 for 212 yards. A touchdown and interception so far. He's also run for 141 yards, becomes a huge dual threat quarterback right now. As Deal looks to pass, he's flushed out of the pocket. Now he'll throw on the run. He's got Twilliger. He's out of the 15 to the 10 to the 5. Touchdown to Governors. Add another one. 37-21. Governors have scored 37 straight points here tonight. From 33 yards out. And add on another score for the Govs. Cooper Twilliger's second touchdown catch of the season. An extra point upcoming here from Templeton. That is going to be good to make it 38-21. Here in the third quarter, 38 unanswered points for the Governors with 3:35 to go. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre is proud to sponsor today's game. Whether you're in the market for a brand new Ford, Lincoln, or Toyota, or a quality pre-owned vehicle, our team is here to get you back on the road in style. From tough trucks to family SUVs, we've got the selection you need and the hometown service you deserve. Browse online anytime at CapitalCityFordToyota.com. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, where community drives us forward.
It was a 57-yard drive with the Pierre Governors that capped off on a 33-yard touchdown catch from Cooper Twilliger as Jaron Deal adds on to his unbelievable night. What an incredible game by the sophomore who has stepped into the quarterback role and has been a shining star tonight. It's been incredible to see what Deal has done, taking the snaps in this ball game, and the Governors, who were once down 21-0, now lead by 17, 38-21 over the Spearfish Spartans. LaRush will kick this one away. It'll be caught at the 10-yard line off the far sideline, and it will be a gang of Governors that will make the tackle. And it will be 1st and 10 for around the 27-yard line once again here for Spearfish. Their last 6 possessions have been interception, turnover on downs, interception, punt, interception.
First down and 10.
They scored touchdowns on 2 of their first 3 drives. They've been scoreless their last 6 offensive possessions. With 3:28 to go, actually spot them at the 29-yard line. Thomas Hughes with Mick Bosch in the backfield. It'll be Hughes that will keep it. Now he'll throw. The catch will be made out in the flat. Vavruska's got enough for a first down. He got hit by Hudson Schaefer, pushed forward, and it turns into a gain of 11 for Vavruska. And that's the first positive yards through the air in this third quarter with 3:16 to go in the third. Officially give him a gain of 12. Vavruska now with 6 catches for 121 yards, 20.2 yards per catch for Cade Vavruska tonight, who's got chunk plays of 50, 22, and 26. 1st and 10 from the Spearfish 41. Hughes again looking to throw. He's going to be to the side, and then he's just going to flip it away, and there'll be a legal receiver downfield that will back up Spearfish 5 yards. They had 2 linemen that were down. I mean, they're at the 50-yard line. That's 9 yards down the field from the line of scrimmage. That is definitely an eligible receiver downfield. And it will push Spearfish back 5 yards. Unless Coach Steele says, hey, let's go ahead and decline it. Hey, he's going to go ahead and decline it. Make it 2nd down and 10. He likes what the Governor defense has done, and let's just take away a down from Spearfish. 2:43 remaining here in the third quarter. Referees are talking about something. You're on the 30, right around the 30-yard line. They're declining the penalty. The eligible receiver downfield is declined to make it 2nd down and 10 from the 41-yard line.
Penalty flag is waved off.
They're picking up the flag, but I think Coach Steele is going to decline the penalty. I don't know how that wasn't. Again, unless Coach Steele's declined the penalty, there's no way that wasn't an eligible receiver downfield. As this will be a keeper for Hughes on the RPO, and it will be a gain of 4 to make it 3rd down and 6. Third down and 6 from the 45-yard line. 2:20 remaining here in the third quarter. Two receivers on each side. 3-down lineman here, 2-down lineman for the Governors. Hughes will get the design run. He's tried to spin off a tackler, but he's got nowhere to go. A gain of 2. And it's going to be 4th down and 4 from the 47-yard line. And it looks like Spearfish is bringing the punting unit out. And the Pierre Governors are expecting a fake punt to come make their way out. So we'll see if they actually punt the ball away. They're not going to have anybody back deep. And the Governors are just going to play some defense right now. Sam Marcus is looking to punt the ball away. Governors have all 11 guys up. And again, also can't jump. It will be a fake as they'll get to the near side. And near the first down marker, did he get there? I think they're going to spot him for a first down. Collette will get the run, and they will spot him for a first down as he got the 4 yards. The first run of the ball game for Jack Collette will turn into a 4-yard gain. Pierre was ready for it, but Collette was able to sprint and dive just past the first down marker as they're now into Governor territory, the 49-yard line, with 1:20 to go here in the third quarter. Spearfish needed something to go their way. They only got 10 guys on the field right now. Play clock is down to 4. Spearfish is going to take a timeout, or they're going to get called for a penalty. They will take the timeout. They had, after the fake punt, they had 10 guys on the field. Liam Gates came out late, but it will turn into a timeout from Spearfish as there is now 1 minute 8 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. What a ball game this has been. 21-0 lead for Spearfish in the first. It is now 38-21 for the Governors. 38 unanswered points for this Pierre Governor team. And you know, they threw a pick 6 to go down 21-0. They turn around and score the next drive. They get it to a 21-17 ball game at halftime after 2 different Jaron Deal touchdown runs and Cutter Templeton 30-yard field goal. And they've scored on all 3 possessions of this second half. They've scored their last 5 possessions. And it is 38-21 on the American Family Insurance Branding Shufflebine scoreboard. 2 receivers each side. Shotgun formation, 1st and 10 from the Governor 49-yard line. Shotgun formation here for Thomas Hughes. Governors have 2 down linemen. They're not showing a whole lot of pressure. Hughes will step up in the pocket. The throw near side. The catch is going to be made. And it'll be a gain of 8. Hudson Schaefer on the tackle as the catch was made by Carson Sire. His second catch of the night. And Spearfish continue to have to go through the air right now. 45 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. And this could be the final. Second down and 3, a gain of 7 overall as Hughes will look to pass. He's still looking. He'll throw down the field looking for his man. Overthrows his intended receiver, and it falls incomplete as 3rd down and 4. Made that 3rd down and 3. After the incomplete pass from Thomas Hughes. As he is now 11 of 20 for 194 yards. But since the first quarter, he's had 114 yards in the first quarter and not been much of anything left from Thomas Hughes. 3rd down and 3 from the Governor 42-yard line. They have to get to the 39. Hughes will keep it. He's got a first down. He's still on his feet. He's out to the 35, slipping through the first initial tackler of Aiden Beam, and then he gets run down by Pierre. Sam Larson gets credit for the tackle, along with also Cruz Williams. And he'll get to the 34-yard line, a gain of 9 for Hughes. And that should take us to the end of the third quarter. Well, the clock is still at 15 seconds. They don't have to run a play, but down by 17, they're probably going to want to try and get one more play off here. Down to 8 seconds. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers, far side will be a handoff for Mick Bosch. And up the middle for a gain of about 6 or 7, and that will take us to the end of the third quarter. 38-21, Governors are on top by 17 as we head to the fourth. Back in a minute on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Planning for next year is right around the corner, but do you know how much nutrients your crops will need? Fall soil sampling with CHS River Plains can help you look at each field's nutrient carryover, provide you with a more accurate farm plan, and allow you to take a position on those nutrients needed when you see fit. Plus, it'll make your life easier next spring when the planters are ready to roll and you don't have to wait. Contact your local CHS River Plains agronomist today, and we'll get the pickup headed your way.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisors understand this. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Governor Athletics on KCCR. Go Govs! For all your investment needs, call or stop by one of our offices to visit with your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Glad you're still with us here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Jen Brazilius is back at the station. John Wickler with you on this Friday night as we start the fourth quarter. The Pierre Governors leading 38-21. And it'll be second down and 4 after a gain of 6 from Mick Bosch on that last rush of the third quarter. Only 54 yards of offense for Spearfish in that third, where the Governors had 183 yards of offense. This will be a trick play for Vervruska as they fake the handoff. First to Bosch, and then they went to a little bit of an end around for Vervruska, and he'll get the handoff, and he'll pick up about 7-8 yards and have enough for the first down as we get to the 21. So they'll pick up, actually, we'll call it a gain of 6 and a first down on Vervruska's first run of the night.
Keen on the play, that's good enough for a Spearfish Spartan first down.
So a gain of 6, first and 10 from the 21. Just outside the red zone right now here for Spearfish as they're trying to get back into this game. And it'll be a false start penalty against Spearfish. The 9th penalty of the ball game by the Spartans.
Penalty, first down and 15.
A total of 67 yards of penalties. Again, the Governors with 7 penalties for 48 yards. First and 15. Now back to the 26-yard line. Shotgun formation, Hughes will keep it as he was trying to look to the handoff for Mick Bosch. He kept it as he was running up to the line of scrimmage. He'll pick up 4 of those 5 yards back. And Thomas Hughes has made it second down and 11. He's got 50 yards rushing on his 12 carries right now. 17 carries for 51 yards for Mick Bosch as he leads the Spartans running the football. But both Deal on the ground and through the air is leading passing-wise and rushing-wise. This will be a throw for Hughes. This can be caught by Vervruska, and it'll be near a first down again, but it will be short. Third down. Hughes a little bit of a jump throw off the play action as he got to around the 13-yard line. And a gain of 9 on the first throw of the fourth quarter for Thomas Hughes. And Vervruska now with 7 catches for 130 yards. That takes down some of his average. Now Hughes rolling to his right, looking to throw. Lob it to the end zone, up in the air, and a great defensive play by Porter Hunsley to knock it away. Porter Hunsley got over there in a hurry. It was lobbed up in the air long enough. It really wasn't even that high and long enough in the air. It's just the speed of Hunsley was able to close it down and bat it away to make it incomplete. And it's fourth down now for Spearfish, and down by 17 here in the fourth quarter and 10:49 to go. They're going to go for it. There's no question. They have to go for it. Drive that started on the 29-yard line. Down by 17. It's a must score here for Spearfish. It'll be a handoff for Bosch. He's going to get close to the first down marker, and they're going to spot him at the 10. Picked up 3 yards and a first down. Nearly a turnover on downs. This is the 7th possession since Spearfish took a 14-0 lead where they have not scored. It was a defensive touchdown that made it 21-0. It's been 3 interceptions, 2 punts, and a turnover on downs, but now they've got it first and goal from the 10-yard line. 17-point lead for the Governors. Vervruska will go in motion to the near side. Hughes will pump fake. Now he's going to run with these out to the 5. He will get to the end zone. He is in for a touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run for Thomas Hughes. And Spearfish gets back into the ball game after a long, long drive. Turns into some points.
Down on the field for injury.
They got a cramp on for one of the Governors. A 5-minute drive exactly. And Spearfish has made this a 38-27 score right now, pending the extra point. Trying to make it a 10-point game. You can't see the number right now of the Governor that has got the cramp. Can't quite work through the cramp yet. Sam Nas is working that cramp out. It was a 71-yard drive and a 10-yard run from Hughes. As man is back up. And was it Max Schmitz? Yeah, Schmitz was the one that was cramping up. He's going to have to come off for at least a play, and he's still got to work out and feel a little bit more comfortable with that cramp. Now, the Governors probably have to make sure that an onside kick doesn't catch them by surprise. We get the referee. Not entirely sure what we were waiting on that, but it will be the extra point for Sam Marcus upcoming to try and make this a 10-point game.
For the extra point.
Snap is good, the kick is up, and that will be good as well. 38-28. Pierre Governors still lead it by 10 as Spearfish finally gets on the board after 38 unanswered points by the Governors. 38-28, 10:35 to go here in the fourth quarter. Back in 30 seconds here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
People helping people. Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do. Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
So it is 38-28 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. All 66 points that have been scored tonight have been on the left end zone where Spearfish is going right now. So the Governors want to break that trend in the fourth quarter. Spearfish has scored all their points in the first and third. And the Governors have scored, the first and fourth. And the Governors have scored all their points in the second and third quarter, leading 38-28 right now for Pierre. And again, you got to remember here on an onside kick, referees are ready for an onside kick as well from Sam Marcus. And it will be a short kick. It's going to roll its way towards the sideline. They got to make sure they pick it up. They do. And just out of bounds by Jaron Deal. And that's okay. The Governors, they'll start at the 20-yard line. You just got to make sure you get the football. You can't expect it to go out of bounds before Spearfish got to it. And the Governors will take over at their own 20-yard line, leading by 10, 38-28. So Pierre with a 10-point lead, 80 yards to go to try and extend that 10-point lead, 10-19 remaining. Well, they took 10 seconds. I guess they took 10 seconds off the clock from the end of that play, as this will be a run up the middle here for the Governors. And Jaron Deal will keep it for a gain of 8. And Jaron Deal with 149 yards rushing on 15 carries. He's thrown for 280. He has thrown for, let's see here, get all the way back over. He's thrown for 245 yards so far in this ball game. 9:40 remaining. Governors can take their time. They can take near all 40 seconds on the play clock. Ducheneau goes in motion. Deal will get out free to the near side. There goes Jared Deal. 40, 35, 30. Cut to back midfield. Jared Deal, he's gone for another touchdown. Right back to it for the Governors. 72-yard run for Jared Deal. And the Governors lead it 44-28. Have yourself a night for Jared Deal, 72 yards. He's run for over 200 yards. He's passed for over 200 yards. And he's scored 4 times on the ground. 2 touchdown passes, 4 touchdown runs. And Jared Deal has been that guy tonight for the Pierre Governors. 9:21 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Extra point is going to be good for Carter Templeton. There's your first points on the right side of your screen, right side of your radio dial. Governors lead at 45-28 with just 9:21 to go here in the fourth quarter. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
A 2-play drive that goes 80 yards, 72-yard touchdown run for Jared Deal. With 9:21 remaining, and the Pierre Governors are back up by 17. 45-28 here in the fourth quarter. 45 of the last 52 points that have been scored in this game belong to the Pierre Governors. I mean, it was very doom and gloom in the first 12 minutes of that ball game. Maybe from the outside looking in, it was doom and gloom, but it was not for the Pierre Governors. Out of the 20 to the 25 to the 30 here for Sire, or make that Coet, as he will get down at around the 38-yard line, and good field position here for this Spearfish Spartan team with 9:14 remaining. At the 38. Well, that's the first time we've seen the ball even be kicked off from the left side of the field. Because both teams, well, I guess the Governors did kick off from left to right to start the second half, and that's been about it. Or in the opening kick. Well, the opening kick wasn't even that way. And neither was the second half kick. It's the first time that the kick has gone. As this will be rolling right for Hughes. Hughes looking to throw, still looking. Now he'll throw. Catch is going to be made by Carson Sire right at the 50-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12. Make that 13 for Hughes. 45-28, 9:05 to go. Clock is stopped. Spearfish trying to mount a comeback here against the Governors. This will be a keeper for Hughes, right through the middle of that defensive line. And a gain of 1 for Thomas Hughes. It was run for 61 yards. Does have 2 touchdown runs. And a touchdown pass as well. And it has been tough sledding in this second half for the Spartans. They've got to move pretty quick here, down by 17. 8:35 remaining here in the fourth quarter. It'll be play action to throw. That one is nearly, it will be caught. Wow. Caught, makes a fantastic catch. It looked like it was initially touched by the Governors. With that gain of 1 from 1st and 10, goes to a gain of 7. And it's 3rd down and 2 now. Collette's first catch of the ball game. That's the 6th different receiver to make a catch here for Spearfish. 3rd down and 2 from the Governor 41-yard line. Handoff for Bosch. Trying to go up the middle. He was first hit by Hudson Schaefer, and he picked up 1.5 yards, but he's going to be short of that first down marker, and it's 4th down and inches here for Spearfish. Give Bosch officially a gain of 1. And it's 4th and 1. 4th and a short 1. With 7:35 to go here in the fourth quarter. Feels like the ball game if you're Spearfish. You can't afford to not pick this one up. You have to find a way to score. It'll be Hughes to hand off for Bosch. He's got a first down, and he'll get to the 35-yard line. Pickup of 5 for Bosch, and it's 1st and 10 as the Spearfish will move the chains and keep their drive and this ball game alive as they trail by 17. First and 10 from the 35-yard line. Two receivers out far side. Hughes has thrown the ball just 4 times in this fourth quarter. And it'll be rolling out. Hughes looking to pass now. Hughes still rolling with it. Now a throw over, and it's going to be tipped and intercepted, but he was out of bounds. Logan Whitty had the interception, but I believe his foot was out of bounds. And it'll be incomplete. He had just tried to stay with the tiptoe on the sideline. But at 2nd and 10, the ball was tipped off the hands of Sire. And Whitty almost had the 4th interception of the ball game. 6:59 to go here in the fourth quarter. 2nd down and 10 from the 35-yard line. Be a keeper for Hughes. He'll try and get past Max Schmitz, but Sam Larson was able to help bring him down. And it's 3rd down and 10, no gain for Hughes. And it is 3rd and 10 from the 35-yard line. Lost about maybe a half a yard, but we'll call it no gain. 3rd and 10 from the 35. 6:30 remaining here in the fourth quarter. It'll be play action. Hughes looking to pass. He's going to be flush in the pocket. Rolling to his right. Still looking. Throws over the middle. The catch is going to be made. And it will be short of the first down marker. Turns into a gain of 9. I believe it was Vavruska make that Sire that made the catch. It was Collette that made the catch. Gain of 9. And it's 4th and 1. Collette's 2nd catch of the ball game. 4th and 1 from the 31. Make that the 26. Have to get to the 25-yard line. Man goes in motion to the left side of the line. Hughes looks like more of an option play. He's rolling with it. He's going to step up. He's out of the 20 to the 15. He was brought down from behind. The ball comes out. And it is the Governor's football. They will force the fumble and get the ball. Thomas Hughes will fumble the ball. Logan Whitty is the one that jumps on top of it.
Ball is recovered by Pierre.
And the Governors will force it and take over with 5:46 to go. Fantastic tackle from behind to force the fumble and another turnover.
First down and 10 on the 8-yard line.
At the 8-yard line for the Governors with 5:46 remaining here in the fourth quarter. And Pierre is smelling victory right now. They got Ducheneau in the backfield now here with Deal. Put another threat out there, and Ducheneau will get the handoff. He's trying to fight off of a tackler, but he is thrown down by number 32, Brock Lewis. Ended up being a loss of 1.
Ducheneau on the carry.
And that's just the first carry of the ball game for Ducheneau, and it turns into a negative play. The first one of the ball game for the Pierre Governors that didn't result from a penalty. But clock will continue to tick down to 5:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. Stay tuned. We got the post-game show coming up. This will be off to the right side, as it'll be Ducheneau that will get the toss. And Ducheneau will get to around the 9-yard line and pick up of 2, and it's 3rd down and 9.
He had 2, it brings up 3rd down and 9.
.445 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Two receivers here on the near side. Jaron Deal will be the lone man. Empty backfield here for Pierre. Spearfish is trying to get off the field on a 3-and-out. Down by 17. Play clock was down to 4. Deal's looking to pass. He's going to throw down the field, looking for his man. Long pass, being forced out of bounds, and it will be incomplete. Making sure that everybody's okay over on that far side. Shufflebine was the intended receiver. And it's 4th down and long. And the Governors want to punt the ball away from really the shout of their own end zone. Rare incompletion for Jaron Deal. 15 of 22, but that's the first time that he has been incomplete in the second half. This has to be a good punt, though. Oh, there's a penalty. This is going to be against Spearfish that will push the Governors a little bit closer. I actually didn't catch the referee's signal. And so it'll be a 15-yard penalty. And it's a first down for the Governors, and it'll be another flag upcoming here, I believe. Oh, no, they were about to throw a flag, but it's a 15-yard penalty. Looks unsportsmanlike penalty, I guess, against Spearfish. And now it's 1st and 10 for the Governors at the 25-yard line. That's a tough break for Spearfish. Duchesneau will get the handoff. He gets some open field. He's out to the 40-yard line, out to the 42. Gain of 17 for Kea Duchesneau. And it's a first down for Pierre. Game clock is going to tick under 4 minutes by the time that the Governors will snap the ball again. 1st and 10 from the Governor 42-yard line. And what an incredible comeback by Pierre in a dominating final 3 quarters against Spearfish. All things were not going well for Pierre. Again, our prayers and best wishes to Carter Merrill, who went down with an injury, as Duchesneau will get the handoff. He's able to dive forward past the 50, a gain of 8 to the Spearfish 49-yard line. Merrill got hurt in the first quarter. The Governors were down 21-0, and just everything that could go wrong was going wrong, especially for Carter Merrill. The football side, just a unfortunate injury for Carter Merrill. But the Governors were able to find their way back in this game, dig in, and end up scoring 45 of the next 52 points. As another handoff for another first down, a flag will come in. It's a hold against Pierre. Oh, they got to set the chains back.
Holding on Pierre.
It was 2nd down and 1. They're going to go back to the 48-yard line.
Spartan football. Open throwers away, 469-0024.
So they will back them up 10 yards. But the chains had already moved before they got to that point. It'd be a 10-yard penalty against the Governors. 3:08 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Not really sure where the chain gang is going here. They're sitting at the 50 and 40-yard line. If it's 2nd down, that was not anywhere near where the chain should have been at. The 48-yard line was the first down marker. Now they're going to spot the chains at the 50-yard line, so it's 2nd down and 11. Not entirely sure, but either way, 2nd down and 11 here for the Governors. They're going to get to the 50-yard line as Duchesneau will get the toss right side. He will pick up about 5 yards. We'll call it a gain of 6 and make it 3rd down and 5 here for Pierre. Brock Lewis on the tackle. 552 yards of total offense for the Pierre Governors tonight. Spearfish at 369. And they have not broken the 100-yard mark in the second half, where Pierre has gotten nearly 200 yards in the third quarter, but have gotten over 100 yards in each of the 2 quarters here in the half. 2:30 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Snap is wide of Lounsbury. He's able to drop it down. Now he's going to throw down the field looking for his man. It's going to be intercepted all the way down the 15-yard line. As it's moved back here to the near side of the 30. And it's Thomas Hughes, I believe, that's able to make the interception. And the third interception of the ball game. That was Lounsbury that threw the interception. Third interception from Lounsbury, fourth interception of the ball game overall. And with 2:14 remaining, it will be 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line for Spearfish. There's not much time remaining. It's still a 17-point game, though, and if Spearfish is able to score quickly, they still just give themselves a chance of some kind. We close in at 11 o'clock back in KCCR, or in here on KCCR. Getting late. Two receivers out far side. Shotgun formation. Hughes will bobble the snap. Now he's going to step up, throw over the middle, and it's going to fall incomplete, looking for Vavruska. And it's 2nd down and 10.
Brings up 2nd down and 10.
So they still can reach 100 yards here in the second half. But Thomas Hughes now 15 of 27, who was excellent in the first half, but it has really struggled, and Spearfish has really struggled, really good in the first quarter alone. As Hughes rolling to the right. Hughes will throw. That'll be a catch made by Sire, I believe. He's past the 50. And Sire will pick up a good chunk of yards.
Beat on the play. It's good enough for a Spearfish Spartan 1st down.
And it will be from the 33-yard line, a gain of 20 for Sire. So that will put them over the century mark here in the second half. A lot of offense in this game. Total yards between these two teams. This will be a throw here to the near side. That'll be underneath the hands of Vavruska. And it will bring up 2nd down and 10 from the 47-yard line in Governor territory with 1:48 to go here in the fourth quarter. Stay tuned. Well, we will have a post-game show. It'll be a late night. But we'll have a post-game show and talk to some of the players of the game and along with Coach Steele. Second down and 10 from the 47. This will be a flag against Spearfish. That's their 11th penalty for a total of 87 yards.
5-yard penalty, bring up 2nd down and 15.
Jaron Deal will finish with 245 yards passing, 221 yards rushing in this game. Near side here for Hughes as he's looking to pass. Now he's stepping out of the pocket. He just got to throw it away. It brings up 3rd down and 15 as he was being wrapped up and had to throw it away quickly. As it was Big Mac Schmitz that was forcing the issue. Carter Schuffelbein will finish with 164 yards receiving. Aiden Beam had 2 interceptions in the ball game. And an incredible comeback here for the Pierre Governors. 2nd down and make that 3rd down and 15 from the Spearfish 48-yard line. Low snaps as we picked up off the ground. Handoff for Bosch. He will pick up those 5 yards back. It'll be actually at a gain of 4, and it's 4th down and 11.
Gain of 5 brings up 4th down and 10.
Well, then we'll give him 5 to make it 4th and 10. Down to 1:18 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Governors are starting to get close to midfield for that handshake. Hughes will throw. That'll be for Vavruska. The catch will be incomplete. Vavruska was out of bounds. And it will be a turnover on downs. And the Governors can get into victory formation and go to 5-3 in the season. And it will be for the Governors as we'll try and get back into our connection back at the station. Governors will go to 5-3 on the season. And they'll have just a couple of snaps. Lounsbury will take the first snap. We'll just need to take it one more time.
If you would like to greet your athlete, please do so along the track. Thank you for your cooperation.
And it will be the Governors one more kneel down, and they will go to 5-3 of the season. Be 6-2 for the Spearfish Spartans. Make that 5-3 for the Spearfish Spartans. Both teams at 5-3. And it will be one more game next week, Thursday, against the Douglas Patriots. This final kneel down. It was 45 of the last 52 points scored go to the Pierre Governors. They win at 45-28 to finish out the Knights and beat the Spearfish Spartans as we get connected back here on KCCR, and a 45-28 win over the Spearfish Spartans here tonight for the Pierre Governors. We will step aside. We will come back in 3 minutes to wrap this one up. You're listening to Pierre Governor Football on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back, the sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good, solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfm.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Schuffelbein Agency, LLC, 224-6627.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention, it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
At Wheelhouse Auto Body, we believe in treating our customers and their cars like family. Our service-focused team has over 50 years combined experience in the automotive repair industry. If you have a vehicle, big or small, that needs some TLC, Wheelhouse Auto Body team is ready to take care of you. Visit Wheelhouse Auto Body at 720 North Garfield or contact us at 605-494-0436. Wheelhouse Auto Body of Pierre.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
For over 60 years, Ferding Electric has been powering homes and businesses across central South Dakota. When you need reliable electrical service, trust the experts with decades of experience. Whether it's a simple residential repair, a complex commercial installation, or even electrical work on your farm, Ferding Electric has you covered. And if you're tired of searching everywhere for that hard-to-find bulb, Ferding Electric carries a wide selection of bulbs, including those hard-to-find fluorescent and specialty options. Visit us at 2903 East Elizabeth Street or call today, 605-224-8684. Venture Communications has deep roots in rural South Dakota. Venture now proudly provides fiber to the home with 100% of our customers, enabling them to enjoy super fast and reliable internet connections. We'd like the opportunity to keep you in touch with the people and resources that matter most. 100% fiber and 100% committed to rural South Dakota. Call Venture Communications today at 605-852-2224, 605-852-2224, or online at venturecom.net.
And we welcome you back. It is the final score. The Pierre Governors, they will win it here tonight over the Spearfish Spartans with a 45-28 win on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. 21-0 was the score in the first quarter, and the Pierre Governors were down. They were down big, and it was a tough first quarter. But the Governors battled back. They get 4 touchdowns on the ground from Jaron Deal. He throws for 2 more touchdowns, 245 yards through the air, 221 yards on the ground. And he is a massive pick-me-up for the Governor team. Aiden Beam, who has 2 interceptions. We're going to talk with him. We're going to talk with Jaron Deal. And Carter Shufflebein will be coming up as well, who had 164 yards on 10 catches and a touchdown. Cooper Twilliger had the other touchdown catch. Pierre scores the final 45 of 52 points to get the win here tonight over the Spearfish Spartans. And an incredible second, third, and fourth quarter for the Pierre Governors as they finish in total with 552 yards of offense, so 394 yards. And the first half, it was 247 to 246 for Spearfish. So the second half, it was 306 to 149 in favor of the Governors. And they ran just a total of 18 plays in that second half to pick up 306 yards of offense. 17 yards a play for the Governors on the offensive side. That is... I mean, you're playing Madden, you're playing college football 26, video game numbers, you're playing on rookie difficulty. But the Governors, it was anything but easy through the first 12 minutes of that game, as we've got some of the players coming up, as we will talk first with the Carter Shufflebein, who end up with those 10 catches for 164 yards and a touchdown. Wait, Carter, the first part of this game didn't go so well for you guys. First 12 minutes were really rough, and you're down 21-0. What was the message with the team, with the coaches, with the players to kind of start this comeback and then just dominate the rest of this game?
We started out really cold. We missed some balls. I missed some balls. We missed some throws. We didn't play very sharp. But the coaches were behind us the whole time. They were just keeping us confident, keeping us passionate, just told us to play how we can play. And after that, I think we came out and executed very well.
Well, defensively, for you guys that struggled right away, and it was 21-0, you guys were down. This defense gives up 7 more points the rest of the way. Obviously, a pick 6 in there as well, so they only gave up 14 points, 21 points overall, but 14 in that first quarter. How big is that defense to be able to come through with, like 7 straight possessions without giving up a point? How big is that to help you guys get going?
I mean, the defense played very well. Of course, the offense didn't put them in a very good spot some of the times. But I think they really played very well, very sharp, and they kept their heads down, kept forcing turnovers, kept giving us back the ball, and once we figured it out, it was just smooth rolling from there.
Your touchdown run off that catch ends up going 60-some yards on the touchdown, 62 yards it was. You get that open space, and you get maybe one guy left, and you get a blocker downfield. I know in every game we talk about what's that feeling, but especially in a game like this where the start that you had, what was the feeling running down that sideline knowing that was going to extend the lead?
I mean, I wasn't playing my best game, but I was just waiting for one of those breakaway plays. We had a good ball, a good block, and just down the sideline, got back on the touchdown column.
So we're going to talk to Jaron Deal here next, but how big was this guy's game? Almost 500 yards of passing and rushing combined for Jaron Deal here tonight. How incredible was he tonight?
Jaron stepped up very well. He ran the ball like a man. He threw the ball like a man. He read the field well. He was making guys miss, running touchdowns, touchdown. I mean, it was a very impressive game by him today.
Well, I'm going to ask you one more question. Obviously, Carter Merrill has the big injury. Obviously, that's a tough blow as a teammate, as a friend, and as a team. What was said to you guys? What was said for you guys to try and get your heads on straight after that? Because that's easy to, you're down in the game, you get an injury to one of your best players on the team, and an injury like that on top of it, to be able to kind of to put yourself back into game mode. What was said? How did you guys handle that?
I mean, to see Merrill go down, I mean, he's not only one of our best players, but he's a real good leader out there, and he works very hard. So it hurt really bad to see him go down, but we got guys, we got depth, and that game was all just for him, I'd say.
Well, congratulations on the win. Big, hard-fought win tonight. We'll see you Thursday against Douglas.
Thank you.
That is Carter Shufflebein. We'll move it over to Jaron Deal, who threw for 245 yards on 15 of 22 passing for 2 touchdowns. And you also ran for a measly 221 yards and 4 touchdowns. You start taking those snaps behind the center in the shotgun with an empty backfield. You're standing there by yourself with everybody in front of you. As you started to take those snaps, what was going through your mind here this evening?
Oh, I was just trying to read the line's blocks. The line blocked really well for me when I was running. They created great holes for me, and you get open space. Yeah, I just kept running and as far as I could.
You get that first touchdown run that went for, you had the 41-yard touchdown, but you get 2 touchdown runs of 11 and 12 yards in the first half. How big was that to kind of settle everybody down and settle this offense down to start to make this comeback happen?
Yeah, that got our momentum going pretty good. And then the defense stepped up, and we just had to keep it going and keep going.
Caleb Lounsbury went down with an injury at the end of the Yankton game, so for the most part of that week after Yankton, you were running first-team reps as quarterback. How much did that kind of help? Obviously, you didn't want to see your teammate go down with an injury, but knowing that he may not play and you had to take those first-team reps, how much did that help going into this game when you got called on in the second quarter?
That helped a lot, just running first-team reps, getting comfortable with the guys around me. And, just really helped that.
Did you feel comfortable right away? I mean, you looked pretty comfortable all night taking those snaps.
After that first touchdown run, I got way more comfortable,
And being able to throw the football, again, you didn't look like you're nervous at all about throwing anything anywhere to anybody. What was the feeling of being able to throw to Cooper, to Carter, and you threw a couple of big passes to Dilgis as well. What was going through your mind through all that too?
Well, we have great receivers, great playmakers, so I just had to find a way to give them the ball and let them do their thing.
Well, he's pretty humble talking, right? Aiden Beam's going to talk to us here. You're pretty humble right now. It's kind of a ho-hum type of game for you. And by the way, that's, 221 plus 246. That's only 268 yards of total offense, or 468 yards of total offense for you. That's a heck of a game, Jaron. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
And good luck next Thursday against Douglas. We'll talk to Aiden Beam. We had 2 interceptions on the night. So now your perspective, you guys are down 21-0, and you get 14-0, on the defensive side of things, and that pick 6 being 21-0. Mm-hmm. What was the message on the defensive side to make sure that you gave the offense a chance to get back in this game?
Well, we just had to step up. We had to step in the secondary. Obviously, we started stopping the run better. We started playing the pass better. Really, our coaches started talking to us, said, "Calm down, have fun. When we have fun, it's our best game." So.
Well, you get those 2 interceptions. Take us through both of them and what you're able to do to get those two picks.
Well, the second one I remember pretty clearly. The first one's a little foggy, but the second one was I was in man coverage there. He bit inside, came out. I was just sitting there waiting for the ball. And then the first one, we were just running down the field. I jumped for the ball, just did a little pray and hoped I got the ball,
Well, and to see then this offense after you guys started getting defensive stop after defensive stop, and you force 4 interceptions in the ball game, you end up getting you force a fumble as well, you get a couple turnover on downs. To see this offense end up with a total of 552 yards after how the first quarter went. How much does that also help this defense, knowing that if you just give them a quarter, they can take it a mile in the last 3 quarters?
Oh yeah, it helps us a lot. Obviously the defense, we played good, but the offense, Jaron stepped up really well for us. He knew where to read. He knew what the plays were. He obviously went down, but it really helped the D just calm down a little, saying the game's not this close. It just gave us a little leniency and a little help.
Well, I talked with asked Carter Shufflebine about that too. Carter Merrill goes down, obviously you being a senior as well, and to see him go down with the injury, and again, where the game was at. Obviously the game comes secondary to an injury like that, but where this game was at and where this game finishes, what on your side, going through your mind, what going through the defensive side, what was being said to kind of, again, you don't move past that injury, but to kind of start going out there and playing for Carter, and what was that kind of like on the huddle?
Well, we talked about how Carter was a leader on the team, and we need to step up for him. This is his game. We got to win this game for him. And just while we were actually out there on the 3rd touchdown, the Sturgis player said himself, the game's not over. It's 0-0. So it kind of put our mindset of saying 0-0, we got this. Just start playing good defense, good offense, and we'll eventually start winning.
Well, you get final home game of the regular season next Thursday for you against Douglas. How special is it to be? Granted, you had 2 of your 3 games be kind of some bad weather overall here in your senior year, but what's it mean to play at Hollister Field and knowing that your final home game of the regular season next Thursday? What's that mean to you?
Well, it means a lot to me, really. In football, like last year, I was backup tight end, but the defense gave me a chance here, and now we're playing really well. I really think that all us seniors are going to be really sad when we leave. Just Hollister Field, it's like another home for us, you know?
And hopefully, right now that win does help you feel like you've pretty much, again, we got to win on Thursday, but feel like you got guaranteed a first-round home game in the playoffs. So congratulations on the win. Fantastic performance defensively for you and this team, and we'll see you Thursday against Douglas. As Aiden Beam, our third player of the game, as we will talk with head coach Steve Steele coming up here in just a little bit. We mentioned, too, Jaron Deal is a fantastic offensive performance, 552 yards through the air and on the ground. 552 yards of offense overall for Pierre. 468 of them came from 466 of those yards came from Deal on the ground and through the air, as he went 15 of 22 for 2 touchdown passes and 245 yards. And then he ran the ball 16 times for 221 yards and scored 4 times on the ground. One of the best games breakout games that we have ever seen. And not that Jaron Deal was, a breakout type of game, because you knew what he was capable of doing. But he had 23 yards rushing coming into this game on 5 carries. On the receiving side, he has got 18 passes for 184 yards. But he is 0 for 3 throwing the football for an interception coming into this game. So with his receiving wise, he's caught 4 touchdowns, which is second on the team. And he was a lot of part of that offense in that ball game. But then he gets to be able to throw the football and run and take the snaps, be the quarterback in this game. And an unbelievable performance from Jaron Deal. You need guys to step up. Carter Merrill, again, we'll talk with Coach Steele coming up in just a little bit. A horrible injury for Carter Merrill, and you pray and hope that everything is okay. And, he unfortunately doesn't feel like it's a injury that he's going to be able to come back here this year and to finish out his Governor career. But somebody had to step up in the place of Carter Merrill, and Jaron Deal not only did that on the ground but through the air tonight. And the Governors were down 21-0. They score 45. There's 38 straight points, and then 45 the last 52 points come for the Governors to win 45-28 here this evening over the Spearfish Spartans. As we are past 11 o'clock at KCCR Pierre Riverfront Broadcasting Station. We'll talk with Coach Steele here in just a moment, and then we will wrap things up. We will have playoff. We'll try and get on the website to all the playoff matchups. It looks like everything's kind of getting set right now. Looks like the Sully Beach Chargers will be the 5 seed going into the playoffs as well. Let's see here. Stanley County looks like they're going to be just outside of the playoffs. They're going to fall the 17th spot, and they're going to just miss it. Garrison will get in at 3-5. Stanley County got the win tonight, but they're going to miss the playoffs here next week, as well as also looking at 11B, who is set. The Winter Warriors will be the 11 seed going into that contest. The Miller Highmore Herald Rustlers will be just outside the playoffs as they finish at 1-7 overall. And 11A, AA, and AAA will end their regular season coming up next week, Thursday. The playoffs will begin on Thursday, and Sully Beach will be at home as the 5 seed, as they will take on Hitchcock-Tulare. Looks like they would play Faulkton in Faulkton again if they were to win and be in the quarterfinals of that contest. But of course, Sully Beach did play Hitchcock-Tulare earlier in the season, so that will be a rematch as well in the first round if those are indeed the final standings. But 11 AA final scores. Pierre beat Spearfish again tonight, 45-28. Yankton over T, 31-7. Huron beat Mitchell, 27-3. Watertown beat Sturgis, 29-15. Brookings over Douglas, 59-8. And it is Lincoln beating Aberdeen Central, 58-14. As we welcome in Steve Steele, the head coach of the Pierre Governors. And Coach, that is a gut check win, a heck of a comeback from that first quarter. There's a lot to unpack with this game. Obviously, we won't take too much time because it is, 11:30 almost back in Pierre. But, boy, you just had a deep side. Take us through a little bit of it. What biggest takeaway right now for this Governor win tonight over Spearfish?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just I'm very proud of these guys. Going down is hard, but, seeing Carter go down and, not a good injury. Just seems like we've had a lot of bad news, with that front. And, to see the guys do that and find a way to come all the way back. I mean, not just go all the way back, but come all the way back and win by 3 scores.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty special performance, all the way around from all the guys. So, I mean, that was really the only message we had for them down there is just we're so proud of you guys.
And I talked to Carter Shuffleby and I asked Aiden Beam about it too. Obviously, you're down 21-0, or it might have been 14-0 at the time. I don't remember what the score was when Carter Merrill goes down with an injury. And football becomes secondary when you see an injury like that for Carter Merrill. But you still got to remember you got to play a football game. And the coaching staff, the players, got to go out and execute those plays. But the coaching staff has to find a way to kind of, again, you can't forget about the injury, but you have to try and move to the next thing right away to get the guys focused. How hard was that as the coaching staff to be able to get the right message to the guys to get their heads right going back into that game?
Yeah, I mean, it's incredibly difficult, and you feel for Tucker Odd, who's hurt on the other side of the cart. Obviously he'll be okay. I mean, Carter will be okay too, obviously, but just probably not by the end of the football season.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to try and focus on what you need to focus on to get back in that football game. When really you just want to be there for your teammate. And again, I was very proud of our kids for being able to do that. And just for staying positive. I mean, it felt like that was about 4.5, 5 hours ago that we're talking about. The game seemed like it took forever. But I mean, I think the plus side of that situation that we were in is we felt like there was the whole game left. We felt like the game just started and we were starting down 21. And I think that gave the guys, hey, that just means we just got to win this game by 21.
Almost did.
and I mean, I'm just, they're just
Yeah.
like, well, we just got to win a game by 21 points, and then that makes it tied. So I guess we had to win it by 22. And that was a great mindset for the guys to be in. And we slowly chipped away, got a good field goal from Carter, before half. And then, and then it was like, hey, now we just got to win by one touchdown, and guys did a great job just continuing to keep that positive, infectious energy and, continuing to play for each other.
Well, in that first quarter, you had a total of 76 yards. You finished with 552 in total in the ball game. And Jaron Deal had himself a pretty fantastic football game. He had 245 yards passing and 221 yards rushing in that game. 4 touchdowns on the ground, 2 through the air.
It's not bad.
That's not bad. And he's up here just kind of, I played good. And he's giving credit to everybody else. Giving credit to everybody else, which is exactly what, he's a sophomore, but that's a leader mentality that he had, coming up here and talking about it. But, boy, he was, you talk about a next guy step up, and not that he hasn't played well in the first 7 games of the season at this point, but he really, really stepped up in the face of adversity tonight for the Pierre Governors.
Yeah, and, it was just, you go down 21, you lose Carter. It was just one of those things you needed a spark. You needed something to go right. And it's just hard because, we had opportunities and, they just, for whatever reason, they didn't go right. And obviously, everyone knows we've got pretty deep pockets in terms of our tricks and everything that we've got in our bag. And, Jaron, we've used a little bit back there, but not a ton. And, it forced him to really unload the box a little bit because he's still got to cover everybody out of empty. And he ran confident. And then, it quickly became, well, if they're swinging and missing at that pitch, then let's just keep throwing that pitch. And I don't know that they were able to figure that out, how to stop that pitch, throughout the whole rest of the game. So, credit for him to be ready for his moment and to go in there and make some plays.
Well, and then you end up overall as well for this game, let's see here. I'm trying to get back to it. Of course, my mouse is dying on me trying to move things around. But you force 3 interceptions. You force 4 turnovers in total. Obviously, you guys end up with 5 turnovers as well. But the defense, there's so many times in the first quarter that things could have really gone haywire for the Governors and kind of did, but it could have carried over the rest of the game. The defense allows just one more score after down 21-0, and they pick off the quarterback 3 times. You force a fumble. This defense is not a team that's going to give up and just let another team continue to score on them. They really buckled down to give this offense the time to then score 45 the next 52 points.
Yeah, they were incredible. That the first drive they did good. Spearfish executed well. We had a pick 6 in there, and then they had one incredible catch.
Yeah.
And there's nothing Porter's in a heck of a position there. All you can do is tip your hat and be like, that's a good play, guy. And other than that, I mean, I think our defense did a phenomenal job. You know, they didn't break at times. They came up with some turnovers, but I mean, it was a really fun full team effort. You saw special teams. Jacoby Roach went in and made some great kickoffs that flipped some field position for us. You know, but I think it'd just be crazy to think of like your next gen stats. How many times do you have 5 turnovers and win a game by 3 touchdowns?
Right.
Or 3 scores, I should say, not 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
You know, I can't imagine the percentage is very high.
No, it's not necessarily a recipe for success, but it was for tonight. It could have been. It worked. It's only crazy if it doesn't work. But you know, now you go to Douglas. Douglas comes to Pierre, but you turn your focus to Douglas on Thursday's final game of the regular season. Obviously, Douglas is 0-8 in the season, and we'll talk more about that. But you know, the fine line of making sure you win a football game, keep everybody healthy, and keep everybody focused, especially when you're playing a team that is struggling to score and struggling to win over the course of the last 4 or 5 years. What's the challenge that Douglas brings, maybe not so much scheme-wise, but just mentally-wise? What's the challenge that comes up next Thursday?
Yeah, I mean, you know, the guys got to lock in. It's a football game. You know, again, if this year hasn't taught you anything can happen if you go into a football game without the right mindset. And, you know, we kind of told them before last week, it's playoffs now. You know, if we want to have a home playoff game, playoffs started last week, and, you know, we made it through the first 2 rounds, and they're just the next round. Well,
Coach, hey, appreciate the time. Congratulations on the win, and looking forward to talking more about this Wednesday on Coach's Corner.
Thanks, John.
Head coach Steve Steele, the Pierre Governors, as the Govs pick up a huge 45-28 win tonight over the Spearfish Spartans, down 21-0, and they score 45 of the last 52 points to win it by 17 here this evening. And again, mentioned that Jaron Deal went for 245 yards through the air, 15 of 22, 16 rushes for 221 yards and 4 touchdowns. Carter Shufflebine had 164 yards on 10 catches, and Cooper Twilliger had a touchdown catch, 3 catches, 50 yards in total for Twilliger. And the Governors find a way to get a win. It wasn't the cleanest. It was an ugly first quarter for Pierre, and you take away that first quarter, a 45-7 win for Pierre. It's run time type of a format there, almost a run time type of, actually would be 35 point win or 32-point win, but either way, it is a huge win for the Pierre Governors tonight, getting 45 of the last 52 points and really a 38, it would have been a 38, so it would have been run time. But either way, the Governors just were fantastic from the second, third, and fourth quarter here tonight, and they get a huge, huge win over the Spearfish Spartans. That's going to wrap it up for us here from Spearfish. We got to get home. It's a 3-hour drive getting back home. We're going to leave Spearfish by about midnight Central Time, so it's a long drive back home. But it was worth the wait. It was worth the wait of the hour that we had to wait after the bus issues. Again, we send our best wishes, our prayers to Carter Merrill and his recovery that will be coming up, and unfortunate injury for Carter Merrill. And a great job by the Pierre Governors to rally to win that football game for Carter Merrill, and an incredible job by the Governors to step up in the face of adversity and when things could have gone the wrong way, and they were going the wrong way, and they could have really, really went the wrong way. The Governors were able to get a 45-28 win. I want to say thanks to Jen Brazilius back at the station for hanging in with us tonight. Long night at the KCCR studios, but we appreciate the time, or appreciate that she helped us out throughout this evening here tonight. That'll wrap things up for us. John Wickler here saying good night. 45-28 win for Pierre over Spearfish here in Spearfish. Have a good rest of your Friday nights.
You've been listening to Pierre Governor Sports on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. The Pierre Governors are brought to you by Bank West, Allied Plumbing, Beck Motors, Home Care Services, Venture Communications, Vilas Pharmacy, Todd's Electric, State Farm Insurance, CHS River Plains, and Zander Auto Parts. And by Wheelhouse Auto Body, Slumberland, SD7, Shane's Pharmacy, Kathy Sunshine Properties, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, First Fidelity Bank, Country Carpet and Flooring, and Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping. And by Wagner Auto, Sanford Clinic, the South Dakota Office of Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection, American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine Agency, Envirotech, First National Bank, and Faith Lutheran Church. And by Kruger Climate Systems, River Bottom Sanitation, Rising Hope Counseling, Pizza Ranch, Olson Plumbing, Dakota Storm Roofing, Ferding Electric, James Valley Landscaping, Lamb Motors, May Adam, and First Dakota National Bank, and by Owyhee Federal Credit Union, Missouri River Dentistry, Kruger Contracting, Karsten Erickson Roofing, Gales Gas, Edward Jones Financial, and First United Methodist Church. Join us all season for more of the Pierre Governors. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Variety.